They give parsec.
Oh, take. Oh, I have to change my name. Connect. Leon?
Yeah, I connected.
Wait, let me give you.
To change it from FE to TI.
Yeah, 1 sec. Huh? What? This is what happens, yeah, when you all tab in this game. Okay.
But what the fuck is this? Where are you? Bro.
Yeah. Huh? This is our base.
What the fuck are you playing? Looks like this in RTX. Cobblestone looks like that.
Resource packs, sorry.
I changed the resource pack.
What is the green thing?
That's dope.
Acha?
Yeah.
What gives you a progress bar? Oh shit.
How do you do it? Oh.
Yeah. Hold shift. No, jump and hold shift. Then let go of spacebar when you're holding shift. You can scale infinitely. It just uses a lot of food. But this is wild, huh? Lava's fucking nuts.
Where do I have to go?
Some
Come
things
to
are
the
so much
base you were
easier to
making,
see.
Rick.
Okay.
Some things are so much easier to see in RTX.
I see you, Ray. I see you.
Where am I going? Okay, so you
Go
jump
from
shift.
the other side.
Whoa, bro.
Yeah, jump and hold shift. Yeah, it's insane. You can scale like a 200 block mountain in 5 seconds.
I finished a bit of it.
Nice.
Scale the tree. Scale the building. Scale this building. Isn't that fucking nuts?
That's crazy, dude.
Click
Guys, now for the next level, I want to go wider.
Click your menu.
I'm chopping the tree at the top, the leaves, wait.
Yeah, just don't chop the tree.
I'm chopping the leaves.
Ray, click your menu. I'll show you what to do until then. While you're making a base. For this, yeah, this one is easy. You know what to do. This is also easy. Fish that.
I think Ray's ahead of me.
We can't do these yet because to get this requires bone meal, and to get bone meal you need a machine ahead. So you can't do this. This we haven't found a village. Fuck this. Now you can do these 3 very easily. So you get this one. Once you get this, it's easy to get that. For this one, don't just make the compass. Don't do these 2 steps because it took us 2 hours to do this step, and then we died and we didn't even get this step. So we did this only so that we could get this chest. So don't bother about this chest also. As soon as all 4 of us will go together and get all 3 achievements.
Cool. I can work on this then.
Yeah, just get up to this line done.
No, this. Yeah. No, this.
What?
Yeah, no, it's doing the thing.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, go ahead with that also. But yeah, just catch up to the other ones also. I sent a screenshot in the FTP.
Oh, Rion, look at this!
I saw this, it's very cool.
That's nuts!
It's very cool.
These nuts?
These nuts on it is great. There's a backpack, I don't know if you can build it right now. Check your this thing. I saw it here somewhere. Yeah, here. It's a leather and this thing. But apparently leather is damn hard to get in this pack. I don't know, it says like get leather. Maybe it's just from a cow, I don't know, there's a cow down there.
1 sec.
You have to craft it, can you check if there's a recipe? You have to dry what?
Wet?
Well, let me move my mouse. What? Tanned hide? How do you get that?
Tanned hide is like basic, like hide. Then you have to tan it with a furnace or something.
Okay, yeah, it's a process to get leather basically. It's a pain in the ass. Okay, cool. So we have the drying rack also, and we have cows. We can get it basically, but it's a pain.
Yeah, you start with a pelt and then that eventually gets to this. Okay, so I have cow pelt, right?
Six. So we can build up our way to leather eventually
Hmm.
with this. Cool, I'm alt F4ing your person.
Go now, come on the game.
No, I already alt F4.
Arey, come na!
No, yaar.
Dion, don't be a bitch.
No, I'm being a bitch. I'm being a bitch. I'm fucking. Eyes are getting red, bro. Fuck that. I'll see it tomorrow.
Guys, why are you using a different kind of wood for it?
Good night.
It
Good
looks so
night.
retarded, bro.
What?
Wait,
You use white, that's why I continued with white.
what? Guys,
Yeah,
this is a different type of wood.
which? Let's see, this
One
is
is
brown wood,
birch
right?
and the other is oak, guys. You're blind or what?
No, I know. I didn't do the entire thing.
Huh,
The
then?
thing was, when I came, right, like, saw this when I joined, I left now when you guys were playing. I came back around 9 or something, Rihan was there. So when I came at that point, part of this was white already. That's why I just continued with the white.
Oh, I'll tell you what. We'll pick this back up and we'll turn this into planks. That way we can get more of them, and then we can use this for like flooring and shit.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yep.
Break.
Oh, cool. I think I'll need to make another axe soon.
Yeah, mine's gonna break as well. Oh, it doesn't break, it just stops being effective. Wow. Oh shit, bro. Stone axe. Cobblestone 2 sticks. Yeah, why does it look at 3 by 3? Oh, I have a walk stump. Okay, even you do.
Hmm?
I need cobblestone. Wait, I'll go down and get some.
Okay, there's a chicken that just walked in for free. I'm keeping it.
I'll be enjoying that. तंदूरी खाएंगे. The climbing thing is damn convenient, dude.
Hey boys, what happened to the base?
What?
What happened? Did you all restore? Whatever.
We're making a new one. It's there, but we're just making a
You
better
get,
one.
you need help?
Come.
Yeah, come.
Yeah, one sec.
Arey, Rick,
there's
do
a
you know, can you do the T-Launcher thing for me? I don't remember exactly. I pasted the file, the thing into versions. What do you need to do after that? I don't remember.
You go into T launcher. You click on TL mods.
Listen, just do it for me. It'll take you 2 minutes. Just do it for me, please.
No, just go into TL launcher and click on TL mods. That's all you have to do, and then you create a new pack with that name, the same name, bus.
Oh, okay. You got what he said, yeah?
one second. I'm taking
Guys,
up
what
this.
are you making?
Arey, stone pickaxe. Move.
I
Stone
think I
axe.
That's not how
did
you make
understand.
one, bro. Guys, that's not how you make one.
Make this.
Check, yeah.
One sec. I go to TL launcher.
Oh,
Then
fuck.
I click on.
This.
I click on mods.
Wait, I'm out of box. They just make one for me, no? Jay.
Yeah, it'll take 2 seconds. I'm pretty
Accept.
sure. Accepting. Yo. Yeah, see. Oh, okay. Oh.
Let me check कौन सा version वो मैं रुक जा. What version are we on रे?
12, I think.
Up, jump.
1.12.2. Sevtech?
Yeah. Game
Oh,
version.
that's 1.
16 point.
Or 3.12 or something. Whatever. That's whatever the one that we have, man. That's the one that you have to give him only. Yeah.
Let me see if I can launch cheat launcher. Fuck, I need to close. No, I can't launch cheat launcher. Sorry. One sec, let me just check. One point 12.2. Wow, he was right. Forge version is the same. Let me see. Forge version is there. 14.285 heads. Creates. Set packages. Sorry. That's all or nothing else, right?
Yeah. That's all.
Chalo. I'll see you guys in game. Oh, it's downloading something.
Break these things, not it? No?
Yeah. I'm just changing this stupid setting. Have an axe.
Okay, so could you give me a brief info on why we shifted to this mod? Like, does it have biomes or plenty, AE2 and all the other shit, and Tinker, or the
I think
Twilight
this is the
Force?
mod I originally suggested. That's why you shifted to it.
Cool.
So we need to get this is what word? This is not oak, I think it's leaf or something. Is it oak?
Huh? Oak,
This oak,
yeah. This is oak, dude.
No,
Not dude. That's a log. You have to turn
Oh,
them into
planks.
planks.
My bad.
Suck
Come.
my cock.
Wait. First of all, do you have oh fuck. Shovel.
I gave mine to Rihan. What are we doing this for?
I want there to be a like too deep thing between like our
Oh
house.
fuck, Ray, you want to make a moat around the house?
Yeah, this is effectively a moat only, just by being 2 blocks high.
So we'll put in a water and shit.
But we're on top of a mountain, guys. We're not on a castle.
Oh, so it's fine. We'll create a platform now beneath.
But that doesn't make any sense to have a moat. Oh wait, like down? Like below the hill?
Yeah.
Like around the entire fucking hill?
Yeah.
Bro, that's nuts. Hey, you want to
But
make this like an ultra mountain or what? Like literally a vertical cone upwards into the sky?
Fucking beta house.
Come. Spend time on housing. Let's go. I'll put some chopping blocks down. Here, these are my chopping blocks. These are your chopping blocks. Go for it.
Wait, I need to get this. What
You got your axe?
I haven't. I have 2 axes. Fine.
Ah, that's all you need. You need axe. You need wood. We need to go get oak wood.
What wood is it?
Oak wood, oak wood.
No, I'm checking what wood this is. That's what shit in my inventory. Unfamiliar item copy. Wood sapling. Lot of birch. $35. Fuck off.
Yeah, get all the oak and the birch that you can.
Yeah.
I'll kill some cows also. I'm at it.
Stand in front of Shivsena Bhavan and yell this, huh? I'll kill some cows as well. Yes, Jay.
1 second.
Time लगता है launch होने में time लगेगा तेरे को.
हाँ वो हो गया. I'm just doing the video settings. Give me a second. Why isn't it in full screen? What the fuck?
Alt enter is bug होता है.
Huh?
It's a bug. Alt enter.
Nope. Alt enter not working.
Alt tab then alt enter back in. Like
Still not working.
up to something's up with the PC.
Come guys, help me deforest this mountain.
One second, I'm farming for wood. Let me get like two stacks.
No, that's what we're doing only. On the mountain only though. There's like a lot of oak wood that needs to be cleared off the mountain. On the left side.
Which side? Like which side?
Left side. On the cross that you built. Or not the cross, the fucking, what is this?
Arey, it looks nice. I don't know what it is. It looks nice.
Hey. Come, you should see this in my parsec.
Okay, what's the IP?
Habdi.
192.
Habdi.
Oh, just
HABD.
type Habdi. You're on 0 tier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bus.
I'm gonna replace all this dirt
that worked.
with cobblestone.
When did do they?
You know the layer that our house is built on? Yeah. So I'm replacing that with cobble as well.
Jay, look for a huge tower in the sky. Singling a patla sa dirt tower dikhega tere ko.
Yeah,
that's where the base is at. Bottom two layers make it cobble, huh? Just don't make one layer.
Yeah,
Someone runs through the floor and you just fall out.
No, you also don't want, like, even the floor I'm making out of cobble, I think, because I don't want people like setting the floor on fire and having the entire house catch on fire as a result.
You're making the floor what?
Huh? Cobble.
Okay.
Matrix, look at my screen.
1 sec. Where?
I'm sharing it now.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I didn't see only.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
nice.
what it looks like.
What mod pack? What is this setting? What have you done?
It's one resource pack and one shader pack plus.
Damn. Looks sick.
Yeah, but this is where our house is.
Oh. I'm coming.
Oh wow, there's cobble right here.
Yeah, I need someone to install that for me. I mean, just tell me how to. I'll figure it out.
What do you need to install?
That thing you showed me now.
The resource packs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fuckers, the difficulty is hard.
Yeah, it's very hard.
Like it's in the settings.
Eh?
Yeah, go to I think, but I don't know if that's.
It's overwide.
Yeah.
What settings?
Arey, go to where you change your graphics and shit.
Now? There?
So see over there it's written difficulty is hard.
Bro, apna hard hai.
Oh, when did they do this? When you're climbing up a mountain, you don't need to jump.
It's a feature in this mod pack.
Oh, nice. That's what I was wondering. Uthe aaye. Arey, I found wool. Sheep. Let me kill this bastard. We need wool, na?
Take whatever you can.
How do you make a shovel, guys? Just
I killed it.
stick.
I did not. I should have just used a shear.
Where's you?
Well, apun to chutiya hai. You dropped the unfamiliar item. What is this shit?
Yeah, you can't pick up everything. You can't get coordinates now. but
Press
you can
L.
look at your coordinates.
Jai. Press L.
Huh?
Teacher.
Press L. Press L. Follow
I
that.
did.
Follow that. Pick a path and follow it. Anything you need to know how to build is in your inventory when you press E. Do you want to install the shader pack in the mod pack now? You can do that also if you want.
Let me find you guys. And when can I get coordinates? It's
We
all in
haven't
L?
gotten it yet, so.
Oh. Bruv, what is this?
It's a proper quest-based system.
You
After
need
you
to
get this,
collect
you
plant
get
balance. Okay, got it. Tall grass. There है tall grass. Oh, so it won't even show you which mods are there. See?
Using dirt? Aren't you using cobblestone?
Only for the
I
tree.
didn't collect wood.
Only for the?
Tree. I mean, it makes sense that the tree is in dirt. Like, how can it be in cobblestone?
Yeah, and how does it matter?
I mean,
What does tall grass look like?
Arey, just normal grass hit the ground, bro. Literally. Grass गिरेगा मार उसको. Fuck tall grass.
तो dirt है.
See?
Oh god. Flint won't drop from breaking grass. Use the grass fiber mesh in a crafting grid with gravel to obtain flint consistently. Henshod.
You need to make a देख सब. Basically जो बोलते हैं ना, then go into that like basically press C. Then they'll tell the recipe for that.
Press C.
E.
E is not working on this. Where in?
Like
अरे
just
मतलब
some-
oh there. Oh sorry.
Good, no?
Yeah. This is interesting.
I have a feeling you'll like this mod pack a lot.
Me?
Yeah.
Fuck my cock and calls me daddies. Yeah. Arey, I have plant twine na. Oh, I need plant
You need plant this thing क्या बोलता है?
fiber.
Yeah,
हाँ,
plant
I got it.
fiber. You know need twine.
I got it. I think I did. इतना फाइबर लेके घूमेंगे ना बैंचोद मत छोड़ देंगे.
I can hear a zombie nearby.
It's fine, we're safe.
Left click flint against a hard rock to create flake from doing the same.
Yeah, basically कॉप का ये भी stone दिखा ना rock दिखेगा ना तेरे को tell you no click कर.
Zombies after me.
Night time में bro.
So I have to use this glass fiber mesh on a particular tooth. Stone.
अरे
Aye.
Your BFF just left bro. He bitched out. Call him कुछ होया नहीं होगा गंडू आ जाएगा वापस.
So why did he leave?
No, I need to sleep here. I'm sleeping early.
Okay, even I'm gonna go to sleep sometime.
What a truth. Slept for 14 hours. I wouldn't have slept for 2 days.
Because I slept for 2 days. I hadn't slept for that. Slept for that.
Arey, but you don't get it. Kai's lack of sleep makes him cool.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Sleeping is for the weak.
Left click flint against a
Wait
hard
for
rock.
some time then go.
It's to craft a flint hatchet. Hencho ये कैसे बनाऊं?
That's it.
Second, left click flint against a hard rock. Hencho flint पहले कहाँ से निकालूं? Have to find gravel for that. Gravel. I wanna specifically say gravel. But I can't.
Don't let it down.
Kai's our basement is also done. Look at this.
You want a basement or what?
I mean, why not? We've already created
can
it.
actually.
Or we
It's
can just
almost
fill
like-
this with like water or some shit. It's like or like underground wiring for whatever shit we're keeping overground. So if we're building like a machine say here, right? Like we're building one right here. We can put the wiring for it underneath instead of having to stuff all of that
What
shit
does this
on
mesh
top.
do?
When you combine it
Mesh
with gravel, it 100% it will 100% give you flint.
Get gravel.
Thank you.
Go to the
Got it.
2x2 craft.
Done.
Bro, Jai is
Nice.
too
Launch
fast,
padega,
bro. You don't know,
Left
yeah.
click
I'm
flint against a
launching
hard
because
rock.
I need to get my stuff back. Once I get my stuff back, then I'm leaving.
Okay, the zombies are here, but they can't really
Doing the
reach.
same flint flint will give flint flint point.
The zombies sound like
Bruh.
Bruh. Did you say that? If that's Bruh. Bruh.
आगे कैसे बढ़ने हैं? So you can flint fletch it.
Bruh.
Flint fletch it. ये है तो सही मेरे पास flaked flint. अरे
Yeah,
छोड़ू.
flint. You don't have flint.
No, I have flaked flint. अरे मेरे पास वो नहीं है. वो फीबर नहीं है फीबर. रुक मैं फीबर लेकर आया.
Yeah, your game looks like shit.
Yeah,
Shit.
I hate your shadows.
I love it, dude. Look at
Me
this.
too. Ye.
Oh my god.
Now I do what? The tree thingy.
In Madrid, Spain, there is a restaurant that's the oldest in the world. This family business went on to survive everything.
Guys, do you have
from
any
a civil
food?
war to an economic crisis to even a pandemic.
Hey, Kripar!
Guys, run.
Has changed for 300
No, I
years.
went away,
The walls still look the same, and even some
Hey, I'm gonna die. Oh no.
have not changed.
That'll happen quite often.
300
Don't worry.
years. This place has history everywhere. In the paintings, the statues, windows,
Hey,
cash
food.
register, even in the oven. On average, a small business dies after 2 years only. But here is a small business that has survived for 300 years.
Goni, look at this now, yeah. How can you say you don't like this? Look at this.
Small businesses.
Goni, look, yeah.
Us all.
How what?
How can you say you don't like this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god,
Oh,
no.
I don't like it. What do you want me to say? It looks like shit.
Really?
Yeah, texture pack is ass. That's right.
I love the texture pack. It's so
Yeah.
different. It's all like Lego like.
What is this Graves key and all, bro?
You open your tombstone with this key.
It's like I'm playing
Crazy.
Minecraft in Unreal Engine or something.
See you tomorrow. What if they are off a few cents? So there was this one time I had this customer come into the store, and once I went to ring him up, his total was $7.77. He only had $7.75, so I kindly told him you can't have your entire sandwich, you can have half of it. I'm pretty sure that he wanted a burger. I kindly said, sir, I need you to leave my restaurant. He took
They
my
get a
tip
shit ton of
jar and he
cobblestone.
slammed it on the ground, took 2 cents out of it, broke my entire tip jar, and then just handed it to me and walked
Get a
out. It was
shit ton of
quite the thrilling
cobblestone.
experience.
Guys, don't just dig
What
out
if they
patches
are
of
off a few
cobblestone right
cents?
near
There
the
was this one
base.
time I
Yeah.
had this customer come into the store, and once I went
Come
to
on,
ring him
bro.
up, his total was
You gotta do that to the
$7.77. He
poor
only had
people, not to our
$7.75,
people.
so I kindly told him you can't have your entire sandwich, you can have half of it. I'm pretty sure that he wanted a burger. I kindly said,
Bro, what are you watching, Ash?
Bastard.
Man.
I don't know, random shit. What do you want me to say?
I
What
that
am I watching?
that
Watching a vid.
video. You have to say video, okay? अरे भोसड़ी का क्या है ये? मारते जा रहा लूडू साला. How many times will she take your dinero? Fucking the pig runs so fast, bro. It's illegal.
Haram.
Is it black?
What do I
It's
do?
haram, bro.
L.
Hey, no, don't take that out. Don't take that out. Guys,
Use
leave
a
that.
log to craft a chopping
I
block.
want to leave
Place
like the
log on
dirt from the
plant-
tree. Oh. Make it seem like a natural formation almost. And we just built around that. So our basement is gonna literally just be like under this, and most of our expansion is gonna be vertical.
Oh god, I'm dying.
Oh, Gone is also in the, so now I need to do the thingy. Make the
Oh, Gone,
chop.
random mobs spawned inside our base and blew the entire shit up.
Crazy.
Then we can't patch it up.
Did we lose any items?
No, he said we didn't. Funny thing is, all three are like Ray.
The grill and all you guys used or no?
Yeah, I did.
Mad bro. And that charcoal block and all make.
The unlimited charcoal, yeah.
I don't have that. How do you get that?
It's in the
You
base.
need
You
to
can go.
progress.
Yes.
You see your quest tab is all there. Mad is it?
Yeah, I still have to do that. Jay, come to the main base, no? Where are you?
I'm doing my thingy.
Did I just see Gone?
Oh, this is OP. I died far. Okay?
Yeah.
Hey, this is fun.
And then I died closer, not as far, but closer. But I ended up getting my stuff from that far.
I didn't get you.
Okay,
Nope.
I died at A to get back my to get back to my stuff. On the way, I died at B. I went to my B ka gravestone and right clicked with my key and I got my stuff from A.
Oh. That's actually convenient.
That's OP.
Kind of dumb, but convenient, yeah.
I don't mind, bro. I'm not complaining.
I can't find. Wait, what are your chords or whatever?
Shut up.
Look at the huge tower at the sky. Can you see it?
Negative. I see a mountain.
No, huge single dirt tower in the skies. Single block tower. Huge.
Guys, at your base and then keep that death compass on you forever. Rename it later on if you have the chance. If there are no coordinates as of now. Die at the base and then keep that death compass on you forever if you get lost.
Oh, that's a 200 IQ move, huh? Bro, I seriously can't find it, guys. I can see a bridge.
Bridge nahi, badwe.
Someone made a bridge here, I can see. Made of cobble. Oh, found it. I have to walk a little bit more. I see you, good dudes.
That's
I'm
our
coming
old
to your-
base. Like, that's our main base. We are building a new one this side.
Oh, yeah.
Recreate one more. No?
So Gune, the weather.
Great, bro. Idaho.
You the hoe?
Idaho. When I was out also, I was thinking about this only. What if there's a bug where if I right click on my latest grave, it'll give me the stuff from the older grave. And it actually ended up
Fucking
happening.
virgin.
You don't dream about games out
Oh
here.
my god.
Yeah, I've reached wherever you are.
You are the
I'm just
tower.
doing like niche.
Use your tower, right?
Yeah, I'm there only. Just let me continuing this thingy, yaar. Left click a bone on a block like cobblestone. Okay. Ute. Got it. Then what?
Wait, and we get
Craft a spear. Upgrade to flint. हाँ ये करना है ही. Flint pickaxe. Now I can make the crafting table now.
Where are you, Jay? I'll show you all the base. Picha, picha. U-turn. Hey, kadwe.
Yeah, I can't use this crafting stump power. What is this for?
Come back. U-turn maar. Idhar aa.
He placed that sapling na here.
Come here. There's a older base.
Rest in peace. Arey, how do I create bash with container? What is this work stump used for?
A work stump is basically a crafting table. A 9x9, 3x3 crafting table. Samjha?
Yeah, but I'm not able to use it.
Yeah. Okay. Come niche. Idhar aa. Come into the base.
One second.
पीछे ए लूडू.
हाँ ढूंढ रहा हूँ.
So this is the work stump, right? So now imagine you need to make axe, right? It's like 3 cobblestones and 2 sticks. So jump on top of this. Do you have cobblestone?
You right click everything in place, huh?
Yeah. Do you have cobblestone?
Yeah.
Like,
no, I don't.
I'll do a few quests and I'll fuck off. I'll do the storage upgrade thing.
No, I need to first make a pickaxe.
I know. Wait. Hut. Okay, so look. Right click. Cool.
What did you do? Oh, like that.
Yeah. इसके नीचे 2 stick डाल हो जाएगा.
Bro, this is gay.
But it's supposed to be bare bones. That's the whole point.
But it's gay,
different
bro.
approach at Minecraft. It'll get better later on.
But still, it's okay. Fine.
There's a pickaxe. Just pick it up. Stone pickaxe है उधर जाके उठा ले.
मैं कर लूँगा रुक जा.
And there's one built already. क्या कर लूँगा?
कर लेगा वो. समझा नहीं तेरे को?
This is so gay. Okay, after the recipe is done, what do I do?
Fuck off.
What?
Kindly.
I made it on it then.
Hit it with your like crafting stone.
Shut the door. Hey, shut up, man.
Oh, I have to hold right click. Gotcha. कौन गाली गलौज दे रहा है यार?
अरे टाइम पास कर रहा है पीछे में।
I need food.
डिशूम करके साउंड कम्स।
भोजन चाहिए भोजन IRL में भी बट
ढोकला वोकला नहीं मिलेगा बेंचो।
पोहा दे पहले लोडू सुबह सुबह।
Done. That is तो available always.
Can I kill the cows outside, Gone?
No, mad what?
No,
Fuckface.
that's illegal. That's illegal.
I need food.
Bro, go far and get.
ऐक ना पोरी.
What? Cows go to sleep at night or what?
I mean,
You've not, bro. You've been on the call with me for 4 years. Isn't it like normal at this point? You ask this question every time.
ऐक ना पोरी.
What?
Ki your mom doesn't sleep or at night.
I asked cows doesn't sleep at night or what?
Arey, same thing na.
Oh, that is offensive now.
You memed on yourself, you know that, right? You memed on yourself.
No, they don't. Like, why the fuck would a Minecraft cow sleep at night? You're a bitch, or?
I know you're
But
not
I
bad
can't
way.
find cows, that's why.
It's your mom, dude. It's your mom.
It's your mom. It's your mom.
You're right, Gone. You're right.
Yeah.
My mom only, bro. Yeah, you're right. Exactly. I'm sorry. I thought wrong.
You
Arey,
are
stop yaar. Stop yaar. Just stop now. Stop. One day.
What is she irritating you about?
Just stop
Police
yaar.
chief,
Mama,
so what?
mama,
Chief,
mama,
chief,
please.
chief.
Mama.
Mama, mama,
Mom,
mama,
mom,
mama.
He's actually
They
doing it.
start calling her Amma from now on.
I call her Amma from time to time. Again, I get bored.
Just shout Ammi. That's the next one.
John.
Should I throw this collective box?
Don't ask me, yaar.
It's your box.
It's not.
Whose box?
I don't know.
A collective, no one shops from.
Arey, you go and throw it, yaar. Give it to the poor.
You just tell her to go back to London.
Yeah, bro. Wish.
Sorry.
What? Sorry.
No, but like, I should not say anything.
You're mad, what? Say. What the fuck is wrong with you?
रे भाई साहब खाने है क्या भाई साहब?
हाँ भीख मांग रहे हैं यार हम लोग. मुझे भी भोजन
No,
चाहिए
even
यार.
I need food, bro.
I don't have the balls to get down. Look what's outside.
Wait, I'm crafting some shit. One sec.
Bocha, what is outside?
Hey, I have a spear. Wait, I'll just poke them with it.
Bro,
Why would I use a flint? Why would I use a flint pickaxe or a stone pickaxe? Like why?
I'll give
you
you
can't make a
the.
stone.
I gave him a stone.
Gone.
Guys,
Guys, don't give him anything. Let him catch up, I think.
Wait, a flint pickaxe?
Let him
is
catch
more
up now. Let him learn the mechanics. Let him go through the thing, no?
No, I was
Otherwise
going
you
to
won't
say
know how
I'll
to
give
make
you
it.
the guy's number who made the mod pack. Go and fucking ask him, okay? I was going to say that.
Oh, okay, sorry, Gone, you're cooler than me.
Give now.
You
Google
got
it.
Have a-
design the shades
have a US
just to
number, so I
hide
call it
your
probably.
face. and
Arey,
you
wow, that's the
probably
weirdest thing you flexed at.
think you're cooler than me.
Tomahawk.
Oh fuck's sake. I fell in the zombie pit.
Great job.
Well, good luck.
Well, I'm not hungry anymore though.
That is true. That is true.
Hey, bang क्या कोई इधर?
Which wealthy man has joined?
अरे बुड्ढा बैंचो दूर बुड्ढे.
The wealthy man has joined. The wealthy man.
Which?
Which no
man?
bastard. Rich.
Bro, which?
No, it's which. You're in Bombay and you're rich now. That means you're which.
Hmm?
jobs for a long time.
Anna.
All the rich people in Bombay say that only. They don't say rich, they say rich.
Hi, Jay.
क्या चलो इधर?
जय पटेल ही मारना. तू अभी
What?
ट्रिप मार
Come
के आया
now,
ना.
come now,
पटेल ही
Ego,
मारेगा.
come now.
But
जय पटेल ही छोड़.
अबे
भाई के लिए पटेल ही नहीं छोड़ेगा.
why did Ray leave?
Boy, now.
यार.
I changed the resource pack
See, if you go really fast, na
and
Kai,
it
you
broke
can
it.
dodge them, okay? Don't forget.
What are you doing?
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Okay, चलो इसका. Does he speak like this with Kipper or Nicole? I get confused.
Both.
No, his voice is very gay
Ray, you
when
can get arrested for that, huh? Ray.
Both.
I can see you fondle his balls.
Excuse me.
Oh, Lord,
He doesn't have any, bro.
You got him neutered?
Yeah, long ago.
Why? You thought he was gonna fuck you and make kids or what?
Hey, how do I make flick fin pointing?
Actually,
He's gonna fuck his bitches. Bro, there's a hot. Can I eat hot? Can I eat horse meat?
Arey, probably. Oh. She takes my dinero. Huh, mom? Yeah, mom. Yeah, mom. Yeah, mom. Yeah, mom. Yeah, mom. Yeah, mom. खरंच बरं वाटलं. Yes. I'm being honest with you. Because you know I don't like to lie. Oh, I'm dead.
I got the tomahawks. Now what?
Kama?
he tastes like honey in the rock.
Use some rocks, twine and sticks to make a fire pit. अरे माँ का भोसड़ा गाँव में आएगा.
Actually, it makes you feel like a gawala at the beginning.
Actually, though, गांव में आया है.
पेंचो पत्थर कहाँ से? अच्छा इधर ही पत्थर है.
पण इथे का ठेवलं? Bro, do you think this is a गांव, mom? We live in a metropolitan city.
Shut the fuck up, bro. Metropolitan city.
Metro and politan.
Plant twine again. अबे कितने plant twine चाहिए इसका माँ का?
उसकी माँ को पूछ. Wait for 3 minutes and 44 seconds exactly. Then the temperature becomes exactly 6 hours.
That was very random and leak okay.
अरे, why doesn't it make the fire pit?
I don't like you.
But I have plant twine.
Shut up.
ये क्या है यार?
See, this is where everything gets annoying. So I'm a leave. Bye, guys.
Bro, come on. Fam!
What? Come on.
Why are you leaving? You're gonna sleep?
Ah.
Aged है क्या बेंचो?
What do you mean?
अरे stay यार.
See, if I stay awake like you, then what if I start doing brown sugar? I don't want to reach that point.
Hey bro, I stopped only.
Huh?
That was
I don't do it anymore.
Arey, Lauda.
No, I don't. What Lord?
Okay. Okay.
Wow, that was more
Sorry, guys.
disrespectful, you know.
अरे भेंचो बन क्यों नहीं रहा है यार ये फायर वाला नहीं बन रहा गाइस. I'm not able to make this fire pit. Rock,
What are you not being
stick,
able to do?
stick, stick, and plant
Fire pit,
twine. अरे
rocks,
नहीं
twines, and sticks.
हाँ, I'm using that only.
Do you see the recipe?
Yeah. Ah, this is rock only. This is what?
3 rocks on bottom, like an rock, not cobblestone. You have rock, right?
Yeah, rock only.
Give me a minute, I'll come to you.
Maybe I'll do it again. Chutiya sa. Witted fire sticks or normal sticks?
But weighted is for making fire. Normal sticks.
हाँ तो मैं normal sticks use किया.
Make sure you're doing it from the right direction.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The orientation towards the workbench matters, right? Because if you're doing it in the
Yeah, you can't do it from any direction.
obviously, if it's a 3x3 grid and you're doing it ulta, then it's the opposite, no?
Wow. My God.
Yeah, now you made it.
Okay. अच्छा अभी आग लगा के क्या करूँ मैं बेंचोद?
Notch.
And I use the witted fire stick to do the fire. I'm guessing.
Yes, the firing.
नहीं चालू नहीं हुआ. How do I set it on fire? Insert items to be cooked. अच्छा insert items to be cooked. How do I insert items?
Lunch है अपना.
Oh! आग लगा दी बेंचोद. Oh fuck, I actually got burnt.
Lol.
Like a fucking caveman, bro.
रे बेंचो पे मजदूरी करो तो चल मार रहा है.
Bro, I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Oh my god. That's not good.
Spearmint. Why does चिंगम नहीं चाहिए यार? अरे यार ये वापस माँ कहाँ छोड़ दूँ? What? How does the fire help in cooking?
To cook food, yeah. We don't have furnaces yet, no?
नहीं.
You made that rock
मछली जल की
grill thing.
रंडी है.
Did you get dye right, guys?
No, bro.
Cool, so we need to go get that also after doing this.
I'm just focused on the base right now, so once we are done with the base, I'll do all those things.
How do I use the spear to fish?
Right click, hold and release to throw it, and left click to normal poke with it.
But भैंचो मछली तो दिख भी नहीं रहा मेरे को पानी में.
Just throw randomly. It'll just randomly pick one up.
And stones may break my bones. I barely need food यार.
I miss the looks of the 3080 Fe yaar. It looks so good, yeah.
It's fine, you got huge performance upgrade either, it's fine. Don't worry, King, don't worry.
I am not worried. I have no regrets. I just
Regrets.
I just miss it. That's all. The same
Hey,
way
should I
that
take a
you miss
photo?
your, you know how you miss your Civic? That way.
Arey, fuck you, bro. Hey, that's not true, Ryzen. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Literally, fuck you. Arey, honestly, I don't even like driving anymore.
Arey, fuck.
Yeah, that's why the main time that I drive is like 12 a.m., 12:30 a.m. I don't drive in the day unless I absolutely have to.
That's a good thing, bro. My work doesn't give me that luxury.
That's true.
Hey, yaar, I lost my fire pit.
There's lots of iPads in the base, yeah. Just go and get it.
Yeah, it's very easy to make one also, so it's chill.
Oh, found it. Hey.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh my god, what is going on in my game? I'm leaving and rejoining. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with my game. I turned shadows off and now everything is broken. I want to see what the difference is like.
What by like Shadowback fucking with the game?
No, it's not. I just wanted to see what the game looks like without shadows. But as
I
soon
just
as
come on and pass second scene then.
I could have done that, but I just put mine off.
Nice. Like इसीलिए बोलते हैं ज़्यादा ज्ञान नहीं छोड़ना चाहिए.
I'm fine with that though. Nope, it's still ridiculously broken. Okay. Oh yeah, she went she went to New York. Yeah, I was watching it like when you came and asked me if the current episode came out or not.
Yeah, but I asked you, shall we watch it?
Why isn't this
Yeah, but I
cooking the raw
already
horse
watched
meat?
like the first 10 minutes or so.
तू कहाँ डाला?
फायरप्लेस के अंदर मैं डाला बट हो ही नहीं रहा रॉ हॉर्स मीट.
This is damn cute. What is this though?
Why do you always spawn in a biome with a fuck ton of trees around us?
That's how Minecraft is.
Inside the base or किधर है तू?
बाजू में यार. One second, I'll manage. I guess work blade.
I'm just re-enabling the shadows and hoping it fixes it.
I will need more flint.
अरे यार
Now what do I do? Ticks and stones may break my bones.
If they don't, I'll break you, don't worry.
Break na. If you want to work, you'll need a work blade. Among many others, you may use it to break leaves and rushes quickly. What does the work blade do other than breaking leaves? Mr. Radial Seeker, what does the work blade do?
I don't know, I've not made one yet.
You haven't made one yet, but haven't you progressed so much ahead? Like that's the
I have not,
first
I
step.
have not.
Interesting. Anyways, hot grill. How will I make a hot? I'll need iron for that, no? Oh no, that's easy. No, wait, I need stone. How will I make stone now?
Someone put cobblestone on the kiln.
Cobblestone on the fire pit?
No, idhar a.
Guys, he's not yet made a kiln. Nor have I.
Okay, never.
Let me make it.
Figure it
We
out.
have to
Like,
still
honestly.
make it.
Yeah, दिख भी नहीं रहा list में.
Press L. It's there.
I'm in L only. No, the progress size. Hot grill. It says after fire, it's hot grill. That's it. There is no kiln over here.
On top.
Cook it up. Oh, found it. Yeah, you're right. Cook it up. Well, this is fun already.
Yeah, it's a very different way to experience Minecraft.
Fuck, where do I get clay now? I think I know where you get clay.
You will get it like near sand usually.
Yeah, sand I know, but I need to look for it. Yeah.
This will take 2 years, I think. I'm gonna restart.
By the way, the PS exclusive event has started, huh?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait, I want to watch it. What are they doing?
My friend said.
Is it anything?
My friend said they might release God of War.
Oh.
Well, I wanted that game on PC, yaar.
They might bring it also. Oh, it's not yet on.
It should be. It said 1 PM Pacific.
The harmonious power of creation at her fingertips, Sona will prove that what is made can yet be unmade.
Where is the event?
His pounding drum beats, shaking the very foundation
Tune in
of
next
the world.
Thursday. Sorry, it's tomorrow.
Humble Yori.
Sorry, bud.
Bestrides
I'm
the
starting
realms
the
of the
game.
living and the dead, and knows the
Damn,
fate
that's crazy, bro.
that comes to all mortal things. It pays to beware the honorable man. And who am I to tell such tales of the greatest band of all time? Only the broken-hearted can know the true sound of grief. That yearning for perfection that goes unheard by all others. A hollowness.
मेरे घर को उड़ाएगा तो लोडू निकल
within me, one that can never be filled. Not
किधर गया
love,
हाँ मार
not hate. For I have tasted both and found them wanting.
भारा
I am Viego. I exist in a world of ashes and shadow when it ought to be filled with light. I must look beyond these monotonous horizons for new sounds and visions to make it so. And it will be beautiful. Can you hear it? The relentless ticking away of your lives. Tick, save, tick, repeat, over and over. This world is stale and unchanging. Your passion and dedication is wasted in the preservation of something that cannot ever be greater than what it is. If only you knew how easily we might do away with the tired and the predictable. With innovation, counterpoint, dissonance. There is another way, my friends. I can show you. Help me unlock the transcendent music that exists beyond this miserable gray veil. Will you help me do it? Thank you. You are the key to everything. The gate is open. The dissonance comes. It will drown out the stagnant rhythms of the old world and clear a path for something new.
Beautiful.
Me. I can never thank you fully for what you have done. I will always love you. Know that. For what comes next. Know that as you are consumed, there will be pain. But it will not last long. After all, tastes change.
It is a time of darkness, brothers and sisters. The noisome host is scattered, and a new, terrible cacophony fills the endless night. This dissonance, it flays the senses, infests the mind. Too many of us have been tested, our resolve found wanting against this musical heresy. But we must be strong. Though the great enemy gathers his dirgeful power, we must hold on to hope. Have faith, brothers and sisters. For I truly believe our salvation is... All is well! The storm cannot prevail against our righteous faith, and in our devotion we shall rise again as one. Pentakill will save us. Pentakill will save us. Pentakill will not allow. Pentakill will save us. Pentakill will not allow. Pentakill will save us. Pentakill will not allow.
आपने क्या बोला जनाब? But क्यों? So tell me, why are you?
I need to feel it.
मेरा फेस चल जाएगा
No, you won't stop me. I will hear Viego's song.
फेस चलता रहता है तेरा.
So close, I can
टपक
feel
रहा है
it.
ना ब्रो, मैं क्या बोलूं?
His voice, I can almost.
I think मेरा ब्लैक चेयर लाल हो गया है.
तेरा फोर्स के नहीं तेरा लंडी काट देना चाहिए था.
ही.
Are you launching?
Till how long are we using this fuck all table?
I have no clue. We haven't progressed even that far.
I'm getting there, bro. किन के बाद क्या करूँ? Use clay was हाँ. Once it's fried, can cook items, ठीक है. But how do you cook? अरे यार खाना कहाँ से लाऊं?
Even I haven't made to cook it up yet.
अरे बकचोद है वे. जानवर तो पहले दिखना चाहिए.
Cobblestone slab to continue journey. बना लेते चल. ऐड चोद. You made grind it हो गया तेरा? Grind it वाला?
Grind it. नहीं वो बनाना है. But I need to kill enemies and animals. I need food. I genuinely need food.
Go, I too ran around, killed some. Came back, now I'm chilling.
आगा भोसड़ा. कुछ के एरिया में वो है ही नहीं कुछ एनिमल.
Search for it, bro. रे अबे यार, where the fuck did my clay go? So much clay. Jay, do you have spare clay?
Yeah, come now.
किधर है तू?
Yeah, I do.
किधर है तू?
Oh, look outside your base. There will be a small stone base. पत्थर cobblestone का एक छोटा सा दिख रहा है.
Like which base? Old base or new base?
I made a base.
Where?
Wait, let me make a marker for that.
Is it near the huge dirt tower?
Yeah, it is.
I can't seem to find it, but yes.
Now you do.
Take me through.
Do?
Nope. still can't.
Arey, I saw you.
Where?
Hey, look now.
Guys,
I'm on top of a tree.
guys, listen.
Yes.
I just went to the Sevtech Ages GitHub, and they said if you use a random seed, chances are that some of the ores that are required for further progression might spawn quite far away.
If I use a random? Hello?
Let it be, let it be.
Okay. Ajay, where are you? Like, किधर है तू बोल?
Arey, how do I use this? Yo, come this way. हाँ, see me. Come straight. Arey, थोड़ा ये side देख. Left में देख. हाँ, सीधा इधर आ. Still can't see me. थोड़ा दूर हूँ मैं. Wait, I'll find. You found me?
Oh, I see.
How do I use the kiln?
Wait, where's your base? Oh, okay.
How do I use the kiln?
You need to build a fire source. Forever charcoal को एक चीज होती है, you need that first.
Forever fire.
Forever charcoal या कुछ होता है.
हाँ वही अरे मतलब forever fire is the name of the achievement. Let me see. No great charcoal blocks. You can light up charcoal block. आगा अरे charcoal block किधर बनाओ भैंचोद. How do I make charcoal block now?
I haven't reached that place. Thanks, Barik.
Battle press.
Come near us, ना दूर क्यों है इतना?
अरे आता हूँ. How do I make a charcoal block?
This thing only Gona has now. किसी को नहीं पता उसको छोड़ कब नहीं पता.
Got it. I think at least. No? That's grindstone. Who joined?
I took a bath and I lost my sleep. Now what do I do?
Now I know you should play a shitty game called MeinCraft.
Gons, how do you make the charcoal block?
मेरे गाड़ में लन डाल पहले, फिर मैं तेरे मुंह पे छूत डालूंगा.
डाल दे.
And then we fast me to Seattle.
I'll just wash my face and come.
How do you make that? That clay pot you can see. Hello. Okay.
नहीं.
That red thing next to the grill. Can you see that?
Red thing next to the grill. नहीं भाई. This game is getting complicated. I need to eat food. IRL and in game.
To play this game with something on in the background.
Yeah, actually.
Otherwise I'll just get bored. Technoblade the Psychic. Technoblade the Psychic.
Hello, I think I'll work. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
I'm gonna link a GitHub page.
So take the mic closer.
I'm gonna link a GitHub page. It has a bunch of changes you should make to your
I haven't
config
reduced your
files.
volume. Why are you so low?
I don't know. Shouldn't be any different. Should be the same only. Hello? Is it better now?
No, it's not.
What the hell? That's so weird, dude. I don't know why this happens.
What happened?
Apparently I'm
Voice is low.
soft now.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. I don't
अरे
know,
तेरे
man.
को
It's
performance
weird.
anxiety है रे.
What was I looking for? Fuck. GitHub page.
Like if I had something on in the background, even like the slightest volume wala, I would be able to hear you only.
Fuck. Turn up my volume.
Turn up the dance, turn up. I did. We're at 120.
Okay.
What's up with the cam?
I don't know. It'll work.
Yeah, go
One day.
look at Sevtech. Look at Sevtech.
Won't work. Let me just plug it out and plug it back in. Pam.
No choddi.
Bro, at night, who has a chud?
I never heard a chud, bro.
Borg 286. Borg. Borg. But everyone gets the same seed, or?
No, you can choose one of those seeds if you want.
Tips and tricks. I don't want any. If I need, then I'll look. Why would I look, bro? Everything is there on the page.
The performance
I'm
changes
poor.
are quite nice.
Poor.
And there are some changes that they ask you to make for the Twilight Forest.
Willy.
E.
Like Willy.
E.
Hey, help me build the base, na yaar.
I'm coming.
Oh god, oh my god.
I heard a creeper just go
Bro,
fart.
I spawned and a creeper came in front of me, bro. What the fuck do I do?
I have food. Yeah, I have like 2 cooked chicken if you want.
The between lands.
Natura or Aluka Bhatura?
Config. And then full bright blocks.
Bro, there are too many creepers spawning in.
Come inside the base, the new base.
One second. There are many things here. I have a stack of dirt. Let me just patch it up till then. Who have 9 chopping blocks? Fuck off, bro. Take my dinero. I can't afford to lose so much health.
How do spiders do so much damage, yaar?
Every mob does damage, guys. See.
Spider does like unreal amount of damage.
See, guys, now what you don't understand about
Chop,
this very
chop,
game is
chop.
that every mob does damage. But the question in real life too, and in the game of course, is that can you take the damage? See, you can apply this to anything. Like,
Your mom should have swallowed you.
think about it, bro. Like, you know, life will do too much damage to you. Physical health,
Chop, chop, chop.
AIDS, cancer, sometimes mental health as well. What will you do then? Say it does too much damage? No. You take it like a champ and move on.
Pow.
I'm loading in now, yaar.
Thoda
Shoot
gay
your
fuck.
PC bench.
Swear to God, bro.
Actually, no.
Can I chopping wood? Oh no, I can't. Call someone made 9 chopping blocks. Fuck face. Fuck face. There is only so much masturbation you can do. Wappa wappa. We need to stop spawning in forests. I hate these. Like mobs spawn like mad in forests.
Can't you make multiple planks from a chopping block?
Yeah, why? What do you mean?
Like chopping block, you can only put one log at a time and like get planks out of it, no? Is there a way to make multiple planks at the same time?
Maybe in the future, not right now.
Call yaar.
Right now, you can do whatever the game allows you to do, no? Just spam the left click on the axe. Gives it to you fast. And put the wood in your offhand, boss. That's how I do it.
Offense, how do I place it? Offense?
Hold the item in your hand and hit F or
No, offhand में चला गया. Like, but how do I place it?
just right click. Whatever is in your offhand gets automatically right clicked. That gets priority over right clicks. If you have to eat food or place a torch, you will eat food automatically.
You left click, right click.
Fuck that, bro. Who does that? That's for poor people.
The gaming ban for mine. To the WAN show, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a fantastic show for you guys today. Lots of good topics. I'll find them. They're here somewhere. There's a good one. Now, China is limiting minors to 1 hour
If you heard
video
Mark.
games per day, and only on Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, and holidays from 8 to 9 p.m. Now, we're going to have to figure out sort of if there's a little more to this, but wow, that is aggro. In other aggro news, Reddit has banned COVID denial subreddit citing Rule 1 as justification. What is Rule 1? We'll be talking about that as well.
Quantum computing just got weirder. New AMD quantum computing patent quotes literally teleportation. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. Also, a day off on Twitch. Every single streamer.
That's not today, is it?
I actually don't know.
We're not in violation of day off Twitch, are we?
Took place on September 1st. We're good. We're good. It's okay.
Okay, so now Twitch is okay because
we're
that
not
day
really
is over.
like. Yeah.
Sure. Obviously, we're going to have to jump right into our headline topic for the day, the gaming ban for minors in China. Now, obviously, it's a little bit more complicated, but it's also not entirely unexpected. This new law supersedes 2019 rules that allowed 90 minutes per day and forbade playing between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m., with the justification back then being that, well, kids shouldn't be playing too many video games, and they shouldn't be up late, such that it will affect their schooling, which is, I mean, fair enough, but whether that is the role of the state or the role of the parent is something that I think a lot of people would disagree about. The 2019 measures also limited minors' monthly spending on games to a maximum of $57, which appears to be unchanged. This new policy also enforces a policy requiring game companies to require players' real names when logging in. I mean, imagine giving up your minor data protection laws in order to make sure that those minors who companies are now by law collecting information from are not playing too many video games.
Why did it take so long for you to join?
That's an interesting double-edged sword right there.
I was changing a bunch of things, so
it is indisputable that indulging in online games affects normal study life and teens' physical and mental health.
I could see that.
Young Chinese gamers are lashing out at the new rules. One objection:
Yeah, the basement
sexual
is entirely
consent
made
at
now.
14. At 16, you can go out to work, but you have to be 18 to play games. This is really.
I
a
like
joke.
building things in Minecraft.
You know,
Pretty good observation as well.
I don't think I could have put it any better myself. Now, to be
Would you
clear,
find it
there's
therapeutic?
nothing that the Chinese government
bro.
can do to prevent minors from
Therapeutic.
playing a single-player game completely disconnected from the internet. If there was,
I'll light up the
I'm
basement
sure they
now,
would be trying to figure out how to do that. In fact, my understanding is that functionality like that could end up being baked into game platforms like the Chinese version of Steam, so that if you are playing a single-player, like, offline game, it could theoretically be enforced, but my understanding is there's no actual enforcement or attempt to enforce any kind of rule like that. This is mostly focused on online games.
Did you pick it up?
Let's
I
talk,
guess
Luke.
the stump right here.
How would this have affected your childhood? Why don't we start with that?
Pretty majorly, but probably not as much as you would think. We were an extremely sports-heavy household. I played a lot of sports. Many days of the week, I was out at practice or at game day. I'm remembering now, I raided in WoW. So that was 2 nights a week, and essentially every single other night playing sports. So I wouldn't have been able to do that.
But see,
because that would generally take 3 hours.
But the problem here is that, am I misinterpreting this? Is there only a
Ray, there's a
1 hour
stack of
window
wood
in
behind you.
which
Just
you can
go into the
play
blocks,
games?
planks.
Yeah. Everyone is tied within that 1 hour window. That's one of the most interesting things to me personally about this whole thing.
Water.
I need 3 cobble.
Is the one specific 1 hour window between 8 and 9 p.m. Which is like kind of sort of neat in a way, because I feel like, you know, all your friends are going to be online.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Because, I mean, the thing about having something like a weekly limit is that if you were, you know, you had a sports ball practice on Tuesday night, or you had a family dinner on Wednesday night, and you know, Thursday night you had some homework to catch up on Friday night, you could be like, woo, I'm staying up late, I'm gonna play video games all night, woo, I'm gonna play some Pokemon Blue.
That's
not possible. You can't really ration if you don't have a ton of flexibility in terms of how you take advantage of that limited amount of time that you're allowed to spend gaming. What I want to know is, actually, this is great. Floatplane chat's already talking about it. Pirate LV says, rip their power grid.
There's a
All those
fucking
PCs
dog here.
starting up at once. Gotta spin them hard drives. 1.2 billion hard drives spinning up at the same time.
My God, fuck's sake.
It's a lot. It's interesting.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I mean, and like it mentions, this is only online
Just
play.
come down and help me
this
kill
really
that
isn't
dog,
going to
buddy.
restrict everything. There is a lot of single-player games. I do wonder, and they might only do it for China, but I wonder if this might reduce the amount of single-player games that require online handshakes constantly. You know, the amount. There's a huge amount of always online single-player games, and. Again, maybe this just changes for China, maybe this doesn't change at all, but I wouldn't be surprised if certain companies started kind of going like, oh, wait a second, we might get more sales if we don't make this single-player game always online.
But then again, I don't want to generalize,
Why the fuck are we making
China,
white plants?
Has been sort of a hotbed for piracy. So, if anything, I think a lot of these
cola flavored
requirements are actually
sweets you found as a
specifically
kid.
the Chinese market.
Cola. I found those again.
Yeah, I mean,
really remove these
everything gets pirated.
Too good.
and that's fair enough, but I mean, you know, only China could literally pirate a subsidiary of ARM. You know, like that's
yeah.
that is next level. I mean, that might be the heist of the century at this point. Did you hear about this? I don't even think this is in the doc this week. Is the ARM heist in the doc?
In the plans actually.
Let me have a look here. So this is a totally unrelated news topic, but ARM China has basically gone rogue. I forget the exact order of events, but essentially the executive that was in charge, because the thing is, in order to operate in China, you have to have some percentage of Chinese ownership. And so that, the executive that I believe has some kind of controlling stake in it pretty much said, see you later, parent company. We are now going to just start doing our own IP licenses, and we're going to diverge our product development roadmap, and we are now a different company. Bye-bye. And it's hard to tell if that was precipitated by the rumors of an NVIDIA acquisition, or if this was something that was just kind of a foregone conclusion, and the wheels just started spinning faster when that started coming up.
Oh my God.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about, right? Because certainly there have been Chinese firms like Huawei, for example, that have earned a reputation for corporate espionage. You know, I mean, some of the stories really do sound like fiction. You know, planting engineers and, you know, secretly transporting materials out of offices and transmitting them somewhere else, and like all this kind of crazy stuff, right? And you know, ARM China basically said, well, I don't know, all of that, right? We're just gonna, well, we have all the IP just by being this company. Why don't we just continue to be this company, but we'll be our own version of this company? Bye. And as far as I can tell, I haven't actually looked into it in the last little while, so don't quote me on this, but as far as I can tell, I don't think the Chinese government plans to really do anything about it.
What are you doing?
So that raises a lot of questions about how you're
ship.
going to... Dark Force says, I thought the ARM-China saga started way before the NVIDIA-ARM attempted merger. Yeah, I think you're right. I just remember it kind of... Either it got kicked into high gear, or maybe it was that all of a sudden it was more newsworthy because it cast that shadow of uncertainty over the acquisition. I think you're probably right. Catwalk Cluster says China doesn't create tech, they steal it. That's the thing, though. That's not actually true. I mean, especially
But you made
now,
the
the number
everlasting fire
of like high-level engineering graduates and science graduates coming out of Chinese universities.
I don't know what
How do you get charcoal, Gone?
Is mind-boggling.
You don't get charcoal.
These are enormous
Then how do you make a forever
educational
fire?
institutions, and they are
that
finding
dark
ways
charcoal.
to pump out
You make
highly
kiln,
educated
I think.
scientists
KILN.
in a way
I don't know what it
that,
is.
pretty much no one else is right now, as far as I can
There's
tell.
also the whole thing where like it's
Then
like
you
North
place it under
American and
fire.
European kids.
Then you put a log
like,
in it.
what are
Gives
their,
you that forever charcoal.
what are the
Then you
things
light
that they
a
most
fire
want to be when
on
they
that
grow up?
charcoal.
And right now, if I remember correctly, it's genuinely like YouTuber and Twitch streamer. for North American, European.
Sorry,
And
I've corrupted the
yeah,
youth.
it's completely your fault. No one else's. You have all the blame solely for
I'm
it.
just so cool. I can't help if people want to be like me.
Yeah.
That weren't it.
And then in China, it's scientist and astronaut, I think.
Right. Yep.
Or something. Yeah, I don't remember exactly what it is. Scientist is one of them. I don't remember the other one. It might be scientist and engineer.
Cannot locate.
Or scientist and doctor. I'm pretty sure it's scientist and doctor.
So don't kid yourself.
That's a part of the quest.
Inventing lots.
I'm
But
reading
there
each
are
train
areas where, whether it's due to intellectual
to
property
craft a trainer base
protection, or
and-
whether it's due to just the
Yes.
fact that it's been being worked
Straight up.
on elsewhere for so much longer, there are areas where China is behind, and central processing is one of them. But obviously, that's that took a giant leap. A great leap forward, I think, is probably the correct term for that, with the acquisition of ARM's intellectual property. And I have no idea how the documents and processes that ARM uses and references in the creation of their technology. I have no idea how that is sequestered from one regional office to another. I would kind of think in order to create a next generation ARM instruction like ISA instruction set architecture, like whatever else, I would imagine that kind of everyone would need access to everything. But I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's more isolated than that. Maybe they have to kind of put the pieces together. I have no idea. I mean, it wouldn't even surprise me to read an article about a literal SWAT team storming the ARM
For
headquarters.
the forever fire, repeat. I need to light a fire then.
Okay.
That's it.
Right. So
Light a
back
fire
to-
under
back to kids in China
or
not being
killed.
allowed to play video
KILN
games.
or something. I think it's called.
Yeah, I have the kill. I have
There's
the
two
kill.
major
So-
questions here.
That
right?
on top, the
One
forever fire
is,
below, the
do
regular fire
video
below.
games
Then when the kill turns
actually
red,
harm you to such a
it can
degree
cook
that
anything.
you
So
should be
you
limited to
basically
an hour
put
a day? Like,
your log in it.
are these
It can't cook
harmful?
anything. It can't cook food and cobblestone and all that shit. You need a
The
grill for that.
statement that they made is indulging in online games affects normal study life.
Any wood will do, no?
And teens' physical and mental.
Yeah, any would log though. No.
Your
Yeah,
study
no
life
plans.
and your physical health, like, yeah, unquestionably. I also think the impact of online games on someone's mental health is actually probably a very interesting thing to look into. And I think in a lot of cases, it's probably negative. If you're notably surrounding yourself specifically with friends, that's kind of its own thing, and that's interesting. But I think a lot of times you just end up in COD lobbies where everyone's just screaming into the mic as many profanities and offensive things as they possibly can, and I don't know how helpful that necessarily is. So that specific statement, like, they're probably on base with it. That being said, I don't know. It gets interesting because it's a different country, and it's pretty much as different as you could possibly imagine.
I mean,
so, like,
is it possible that we just are completely out of touch Westerners and have no idea that actually this gaming addiction among Chinese youth is an epidemic that is destroying an entire generation of people? Like, I
it's
don't know.
different. It's different, right? It's very different over there. I have no idea. I can't claim to say things with fact about a place that I know very little about.
This is a great comment from Thelonious Mac that says this is not just about gaming. China's concerned about games being used as a means
I have
for
6 chicken eggs with
subversive
this
communications. It's hard to monitor the messages between every dwarf in a WoW server, for example. But the thing about that is that. Okay, actually, that's kind of a good point. I was going to say, having an hour when everyone's online is basically, if anything, increasing the amount of potential noise that you might have to sift through in order to find these
Doesn't have to be sifted
subversive
through live.
communications, right? Because literally everyone is going to be online at exactly the same time. They're coming across something useful. It seems to me might be lower. But then again, if you are limiting their ability to communicate to just 1 hour a day, Maybe that's just sort of. I mean, these are kids, right? These are probably not revolutionaries that are, gonna storm the Capitol. Is this really who we're concerned about? Like, help me out here.
Well, I don't know. It's very different there, right? Like, I don't know.
So should
I don't think I can pose any real understanding of this because I don't understand. I lack so much knowledge on Chinese culture and their situations. Like something that was brought up last time we talked about one of these topics was it was mentioned that like, oh, the government shouldn't be like taking care of the kids. The parents should be taking care of the kids. And someone brought up, well, okay, it's very common for work hours to be longer there.
Yeah.
The parents might not be home. So like the government is trying to step
do you
in
get
to
a
help
log
with that
on it?
because a lot of them are not home and can't afford a nanny.
You just mine with a
So
hatchet
like
or
it's
a
So
kids
Oakwood
just
is a
alone
log over
at
only,
home by
right?
themselves. So
Yeah.
they're trying to exert some amount of
So I
control
lit
there.
the kiln
That's
twice and it still didn't turn the
an unfortunate thing that's becoming a little bit more
You're
common
supposed to put
here,
the fire
but is not
under it.
really a standard
I
in
did.
North America, I would say. So
One
it's something
block
that
should
is
be the block that
foreign,
you light on fire. The
No, I
fire
know,
and
no.
that.
I know
and
the
that's
fire's
not
warning
something
the
I would
kiln's
have
right on
necessarily
top of it.
expected.
Is it
But if
red?
the kids are just running around
Yes.
at home alone, trying to force
then
them to
put
do
the
something
log-
else
right-click
other
the
than
log
just
in
play
it.
games.
I
Might
did.
make sense? I don't know.
Then it
It's
should
a
work. I
situation
don't know
I've
why it's
never
not
had to deal
working.
with. So I don't know. It's very very different.
I mean,
1 hour all at the same time seems a little odd, but
Tim SP says, I think every generation has their vices that they, attempt to protect children from. When I went to university, my dad kept warning me about card players who flunked out when he went to school. They spent all their time like playing cards instead of studying.
People want to do stuff that isn't studying, and there will always be something. You can, what is that? You can push the circle down the road with a stick. You can push the ring down the road with a stick. Whatever that old game was.
Yeah.
People will find a way to
Oh,
distract
okay.
themselves.
Play some,
I
play
will
some
light
kick
it up
the can,
thrice.
some ring
Yeah.
stick, some ball in a cup.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hate it. I think it's out of touch. I think that treating video games like there's some kind of
It needs a
devil
source of fire
that
under it always.
should be basically. I mean, it's, in a way, this is more regulated than even legitimately dangerous substances are. In many parts
Sticks
of
are
the world.
surprisingly necessary now.
It's just baffling to me. But I also never really had the very, very toxic gaming experiences that some people seem to experience, right? Like I never was so addicted to gaming that it prevented me from functioning in my day-to-day life. And I know that is a thing that some people do experience. But here's what I want to know is, I mean, China is, whether you like it or not, whether you want to admit it or not, is an authoritarian regime, right? So who's to say that this isn't just an experiment where we start with the kids because we can kind of
there is a stack of clay downstairs.
And if it's a success, then we roll this out throughout because from a government standpoint, why wouldn't I just prefer if everyone was being productive?
I thought you were talking about. I thought you wanted clay, so
I don't know if you could. I don't know if you can prove that it is indisputable that indulging in online.
If you run around now, there are a lot of tilled land. You can just right click on it and you can get.
You can certainly indisputably
like
prove
natural
that it's
farms
not
that get kept for this problem
exactly. Anything.
Well, there's I don't know. There's some like
bug veggies, bro.
Especially in the times of
Hey,
COVID, I would say it's a good way to get social energy out. Like if you and all your friends jump online, like that's a social activity.
But it's
there's
not
also different types of.
What does it produce?
Happiness.
No, that's not a product.
You can still produce happiness. It's a drug in your brain.
Okay, I mean, I guess. Okay, we want to talk now. You're producing dopamine hits. I mean, by that logic, why don't we all just do hard drugs then?
I think it would be
productive then, by your definition.
Okay, so dopamine would come from the game itself, but I believe the social pleasure would be something else, not dopamine. I can't claim enough to know to name it off the top of my head, but serotonin, is that right? I don't know. Anyways, I think there's benefits that you could argue that could come from it, but I don't know. I think
John
it's
Wick,
very easy to argue the otherwise.
John Wick in the Floatplane chat says, yeah, let's just destroy this multi-billion-dollar gaming market. Honestly, right now, it seems like the CPC gives exactly zero f***s about the economic damage of their policies. I mean, you see the way they're cracking down on big tech over there. Honestly, some of the things they're doing are moves that I completely agree with. Not all of it, obviously, but
they're specifically going after billionaires in China.
Yeah.
In a negative way. Like they are trying to crack down on billionaires in China. It's very different to hear. That's another one of those things where like it's very different over there. So it's difficult.
Why don't we jump into our next topic here? Reddit has banned,
madness. No doubt when you add this,
citing Rule 1 as justification. So why don't we start with this? Rule 1. What is Rule 1?
Remember the human. Reddit is a place for creating community and belonging, not for attacking marginalized or vulnerable groups of people. Everyone has a right to use Reddit free of harassment, bullying, and threats of violence. Communities and users that incite violence or that promote hate based on identity or vulnerability will be banned. That is Rule 1.
Okay, so let's
how that applies.
Go back a little bit here. Reddit banned r/no-new-normal specifically, and then quarantined 54 other subreddits for breaking rules and spreading COVID misinformation. So this comes after many other subreddits protested the amount of misinformation being spread on the platform, with a post
Don't hit that file by any means.
190,000 upvotes. So let's go have a quick look at that. Reddit is taking a hot minute to load here, so that's really unusual. Hello, Reddit?
I tried as well, but it's taking a long time for me too.
It's taking a really long time. No action was taken right away. The ban/quarantines came a few days later with no response from Reddit administrators.
Arey, fuck yeah.
Still waiting for that page to load. So, Reddit admins made a post roughly a year ago outlining their mission statement regarding COVID-19 misinformation. So they added a misinformation report flow and called on mods and the community to report as much as they could. But here's the thing. Reddit has kind of been a safe haven for unpopular opinions, unpopular sentiments.
How deep is your love?
As much as they don't want to admit it, there is a huge amount of illegal activity.
But I'll also at the end of it, you know.
So how do they reconcile that legacy with this kind of a move? I'm not going to say that.
Especially when Rule 1 is like really ambiguous, to be clear, but also doesn't really seem as totally okay with this as I am. Rule 1 doesn't really seem to apply.
I mean, so apparently one of the
I'm making a Workstar Mark II, boys.
r/no-new-normal was brigading
Mark II, don't forget.
Other subreddits. So they were kind of spamming and creating a toxic environment in other subreddits, and that is something that
I'm sorry, bro. I can't respond to that.
That would go under harassment, probably.
That would go.
Yeah, I can't hear
so that
you.
could very easily be harassment, bullying. It would surprise me if none of that brigading contained threats of violence. I mean, that is something that people will frequently just kind of casually throw around on the internet when they wouldn't.
Are there any other trees that look exactly like this outside where you can get the same log? Because what I want to do is just extend this log downwards.
Have you heard this one?
Downwards, like the walls.
You know.
No, this log. Just this straw.
Log. Okay, the log.
You know, I graduated top high class in the Navy SEALs. I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirmed kills. I am trained in guerrilla warfare.
Do you have the stones today?
And I'm the top sniper in the entire U.S. Armed Forces. You are nothing
yeah, it's upstairs in the chest.
I will wipe you the
Do you need cobblestone?
with precision the likes of which you've never seen before in the stuff.
Actually, I have cobblestone. Why don't you
That's the kind of thing that people just copy paste for lulz because it's funny on the internet. But you would never actually talk to anyone like that, and that's supposed to be why it's funny, but a lot of people
Guys, give
sort of didn't
yourself some
catch the
credit, bro.
joke.
You're not just
The Al
Hard to
Qaeda
shoot,
included
yeah.
in there is really starting to date that copy
It's
paste.
eucalyptus.
Yeah. We need to update the copy pasta. Let's find another forever war that the US starts, and then we can make a new copy pasta.
Nice.
So, what does this mean for
It's
Reddit?
eucalyptus, yeah, dummy.
Like, you know, yeah, this is misinformation. It shouldn't be spread, but it's not hate speech.
Not bad. Just put it
So
there, fam.
it's
Oh,
not
God.
illegal. Like that's one of the
Yay,
that's one of the
Mark
key
2,
lines. There's
boys.
plenty of
Mark
illegal
2.
stuff that actually does happen on Reddit, but
They can do whatever they want, right? Like it doesn't
yeah.
matter if it's illegal or not. If they don't want it to be on their platform,
Dave,
they can do
break
it.
this block.
Which one?
We've talked about this in the past. This isn't a government website. It's a private website. They cited a somewhat weird rule, and they should maybe consider, if they do want to stop the spread of general misinformation in the future, they should maybe consider including a rule about that.
और इसके
Enforcing
नीचे भी
that's
same
gonna
चीज
be
ना, तेरा
incredibly
fire,
nigh
Coca-Cola
impossible.
नहीं तेरा नहीं उसका
But
तेरा
I don't know. Maybe it's just
तेरा तेरा नहीं
for
तेरा ना उसका
for
है।
the
नहीं नहीं
grill.
बोल किसका
just sent the
Uska.
greatest chat I think I've
Thanks.
ever seen in the
For the
history
stone
of my
grill.
entire live streaming career.
For the stone kill, the same process of
Talking
kill,
about,
right?
how
Like
people talk to each
fire,
other.
forever, cola, and
It's
the
amazing how many 12-year-olds have fucked my mom.
grill.
It
Grill?
really is.
Grill.
Those 12-year-olds,
Yeah.
they really get around with the older ladies. You know what I'm saying?
It's really impressive. Yeah, someone should really do something about that.
Yeah, I mean, that
fam.
right there
Yeah.
is
Pick it
an
up. Yeah.
indisputable threat to these teens'
Alpha
normal
Lordy
study life,
Lockley.
physical and mental health. Going around like all these you know, moms.
Yeah.
Those moms, they might have been around themselves. You could catch something. You got to be
True.
careful.
Yeah.
So we need to start distributing
make
a
another
lot of
test,
condoms to a lot of 12-year-olds, and that's gonna be the way we fight this.
Don't break this
I'm
block.
sorry, what is this
Don't break the
showing
black
about?
block.
No. Oh my goodness. Anyways, yeah. I mean, ultimately, it's a private platform, right? They can do whatever they want. So I don't know. They can cite
Hold
Rule
stats
1.
for
It
slot.
doesn't matter if Rule 1 is applicable or not. They could like cite
Upgraded
Rule number
version of
69
basic
and the like text for Rule 69 is just nice. They could be like, that's why we banned it. It doesn't matter. It's a private platform. They can do whatever they want.
Yep, that's fair. I just
So
think that
I don't know.
given
What it
enough
means
time,
for Reddit, I don't know.
Yeah, Reddit. I mean, Reddit had Reddit. I gotta be honest with you. I never really understood why Dig needed to be replaced by Reddit.
The fuck you doing, bro?
From just a very infrequent user's
Why are you breaking
perspective.
that nothing up?
I never
Expanding.
really used Dig. I never really used Reddit, so I'm sorry if I'm not well versed in the sort of the cultural differences between the two websites. From a functionality standpoint, obviously Reddit is way ahead now, but back then I didn't really get it. I didn't really understand why you would post something on Reddit instead of Dig, or why you would.
Guys,
Do
I'm
know
just
at the
warning
time
you,
that
the
that
server
kind of
might
shift
lag a bit.
happened, there was a lot of other alternatives as well.
But the point I was trying to make is that another Reddit can
Fine.
clearly come along because
Yeah.
the other Reddit already
So
existed
my
before.
my counterpoint was, at that point in time there was a lot of turmoil in the space, and right now there is none. And I think Reddit has so much market share and
Ray,
so much
it's
ubiquity
nighttime.
that it would
This
be
box will
very
start to
difficult
spawn now.
to overcome Reddit now.
Nothing will
And
spawn
back
here.
then, when
We
Dig was
have
starting
enough
and these
lighting,
types of
so-
like
No, I mean the open
mass
spaces. See,
multi-news
they can come from here
sites
and this.
were kind of
Oh,
popping
don't
up.
worry about this.
There was
Gotcha.
what's Dig? Oof,
Queen of
yep.
Base.
There's 2 G's there, by the way. It was a really big thing. There was tons of different competing websites, and it was a war to see which one was going to win. And a few of them are still sort of around, but Reddit is clearly like absolute massive amounts beyond all the other ones. And I don't think it would
Yay!
be very easy for one to take over now, just because you'd have to win
What, you're going to
over
complete the entire thing in today
so
only, right?
many subreddits.
there are-
It would
there are.
be crazy. There's so many
Yes, bro.
communities dialed into
It's easy shit, yeah.
Reddit. It has become, back in the day, a ton of different creators, not just tech creators, a ton of different creators would spin up their own forums, right?
I made
Now people
another
just do Reddits,
survivalist
subreddits.
Planora.
Yep.
If anyone wants
It's
to
a
use
lot
it.
easier.
What is
It
that?
is. Yeah, for sure.
It's
And
you'll see.
I think
It's in
that's
the
something
achievements
within
of
our
the feature.
space, so I understand it. But I'm sure that same type of activity
Marcus, use
happens
a fluid
elsewhere.
bladder to
Just
craft
like
it.
people used to make their own vent servers, now they
Maybe
do
wait करेगा,
Discord, all that kind of stuff.
I'll wait for
Things
daytime.
are narrowing down into
So
smaller
you have to do
amounts of
that or
platforms.
that step.
We should totally
Yeah, result of your
get, like,
result
a
of your
mumble
labors.
server
Yeah.
going, just for
And
just
bloody
for
than
old time's
nothing.
sake.
Rather rinse and
Yeah, that'd be
repeat.
sweet.
I'll get a
Barrel of
Discord
Baddis.
at the office or something like that, and we can all
So
chat
what
on
do you
Mumble.
train though?
We'll have to do
Nice.
the WAN show. We'll do our call with each other over Mumble.
try
I'll craft a
staying
video. Okay,
cobblestone.
well, forget it. Well, we'll have Mumble
Rip.
running in the background, and we'll both just have it muted. Okay.
Nice.
It'll just be sitting there reassuring us.
Yeah. I still exist.
Racket.
Um.
I'll see when the time
Yeah, I
comes.
think that's about it on that
time I'll
topic.
do it.
Yeah, it's all I really have to
Fluid
say.
bladder.
I wonder. Oh, I don't know. Probably not.
Darkline.
I would really
Oh,
love to tell the
do
story
you have this? You went to that place, no?
of the domain flowplane.com someday, but we probably just should.
What do you say?
Oh
Sorry.
man.
Darkline
it's a heck
Oakwood.
of a
Tu aur
story.
Ruyan gaya tha
Yeah.
na side?
You know what? Tell the story.
The other biome.
I wanna,
Do you have
yeah,
any
tell
plans?
the story.
Do you
Yeah,
have
there's a
any
tree
plans?
right
I don't know
outside
if we should
also.
go
Like
through
break
that.
that, but make sure you plant a sapling
I
back because
think
that's the
people
only
have
tree
a
that we
right
have.
to know. I think the people have
Outside
a right to
actual
know.
base.
Yeah,
the first
break
base.
the
Okay,
break
so-
the leaves first to get how many ever saplings.
Back in the day, there wasn't
then,
a domain. Flowplane started
start
just on the
breaking the
forum.
logs.
It was genuinely called Rip Vessel. It wasn't
Hey,
called
there's food
Flowplane
on
for a
the grill
while.
if
It's
you
just a
need
forum section called Rip Vessel. Nick came up with the name Floatplane. We decided to run with Floatplane, but we couldn't get Floatplane.com.
think I have a
Someone
very
owned it,
tumbleweed.
and we couldn't figure out who. It was being parked. They wouldn't respond
Oh
to
my
any of our
god!
stuff.
Please don't blow up the base again.
We
It was
tried
not
to
me, it was
seize
not
the
me.
domain
It
because
happened
it
far
seemed
away.
genuinely completely inactive, and the people wouldn't respond to our attempts to purchase. And there's some weird clause where you can kind of do that. It basically never works. But
Full
we were
black tree.
genuinely interested in the possibility that it was completely abandoned.
Wait, there's
so we
no
were kind of probing
fucking
for that.
leaves only on this tree. Kya bol raha hai tu?
That
Break the
one,
leaves
I
first.
feel like I'm
You took
forgetting
them all.
some
There
parts. I
aren't
have some
any leaves?
docs with notes on
No,
this.
I
I'd have to
just
bring
reached this
up,
place.
But, this was a very long process.
Really?
of us
नहीं,
trying
नहीं,
to
ऊपर है, एकदम
hunt
ऊपर में।
down this domain.
हाँ भैंचोद वही बोल रहा हूँ.
During the
भोसड़ी
process
के
of
कौन से
trying to
झाड़
hunt
में
down
नीचे
this
रहते
domain,
हैं?
we found
Leaves?
some names.
No,
and
it's like
started
on top
trying
of the
to
wooden blocks,
follow
like
through
just single
हाँ
blocks.
हाँ of
like
course
who
it'll be on
these
top only
people
ना full.
are.
Abey Gandu,
And ended
it's
up
spread out
finding-
na normal
and
trees.
part of
It's
the
not
reason
that.
for
It's just
that
they're
is
like
that
10
if
10
you
blocks.
भोसड़ी के ऊपर जाके देखने को नहीं होता है
the
देखो.
owner of the domain, you
Die,
can
yes.
actually
Die.
file
Just
to
die.
have that domain like revoked from them. You must be
I wanna
able
do
to
this to
contact
kids.
the
They'll
owner of the
scar
domain.
them.
They need valid contact information. You
Arey.
can't be like, hey, this has clearly lapsed and no one's actually holding this.
You will end up having kids for this
it
reason
should
only.
just be
Chudhe बनाने
available
के
again.
तरफ, सर
That
कुछ
is
Just
a
to
thing that
experiment
happens. It's one of the
And
ways
they-
that domains can get sniped.
It's pretty uncommon. It is possible. They can absolutely ignore you. It's just that their contact information does need to be valid.
Yeah.
And there were issues with their contact information. So we were trying to pursue that. But we also didn't really actually genuinely
Is
didn't
it
really just
daytime
wanna
yet?
rip it from someone. Like
No.
we
Fuck's
but
sake.
their contact information had issues.
Is there
We
anything else
wanted
I
the
can do
domain, so we were trying to work on it.
Salt. Arey, I
Ended up
can't do
finding
anything
some names
without going
attached to
out.
it, but it was
Fuck,
like this
man.
weird
Fuck,
nest
man,
of
shit.
people.
So with the sapling, I can
Um,
plant another tree anywhere around the
It
area,
seemed
right?
like a group of people
Yeah.
owned a very large list of domains and had owned them and had parked them and done nothing with them ever
Yeah.
for a very, very large amount of years.
You can
Ended up
plant a sapling
narrowing it down to one
anywhere,
person
any other area, right?
who... Do I go into it?
Yeah, you
Do
can. It needs to be open, bus.
Okay, so they
Like,
were
there
a
can't be
Freemason.
any leaves. It
I
needs to
found
be
the
one
person who
fully
owned it
open
by finding
around.
a Freemason website that had like ancestry details, and I was able to go through the family lines and find the person who was
Guys,
currently
can you do me a
alive
favor?
who owned the domain.
Oh,
They
wait.
were in a
Okay.
completely different
I have
country.
some coffee beans. Can you do that?
We tried contacting them. We tried sending mail to two of their home addresses because they have houses in different countries.
What do you say?
They were ignoring that. We sent
Shut
mail multiple times. They kept ignoring that.
So,
One time, Linus had to go on a trip to film a video.
Coffee beans and what?
So I don't remember
Cocoa
whose
powder,
idea this
cocoa.
was. I feel like it might have been mine, but I genuinely don't remember whose idea this was. But we decided, hey, just go knock on the door and see what happens.
Hey, I want to buy your domain.
So he knocks on the door, and I would say kid.
How the fuck do I use this grindstone, bro?
Yeah,
that
young
accurate?
man.
Yeah.
Young man.
Young man. Yeah, not. I would. Yeah.
Ray,
kid
did
is
you
not
use the
fair.
grindstone yet?
Young man answered the door. I
You
don't
just
think
made
he
it,
really
no?
realized right away.
I don't even think.
But it turns out he was a
Fuck, how do
fan.
you use it?
So he knew
Fuck,
Linus
man.
when Linus knocked on the door. Then there ends up. I don't want to go into too many details here, but the father did not live there.
Yeah.
right?
This was an ex-spouse situation.
Okay. Yeah.
So the ex-spouse was living in the house with the
No,
mutual
just
son,
shut up.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Fuck
It's
me
the
dead,
father
bro.
that owns
I
the
don't
domain,
care,
though.
man.
Yes.
So we didn't really get all the way there, and that's why the mail was ignored.
Yeah.
Is because they didn't really care because it was the dad's.
Yes.
But
There's a creeper
through
above
the
me.
son's
is a
connection,
creeper above
we were able to get in contact with the dad.
Yes.
The dad is
Perfect opportunity.
not low on the totem pole with the Freemasons. Didn't really care about us wanting to buy the domain because didn't really care about our money.
Which we didn't have a
Better
lot
than
of.
you.
True.
Better than you.
But still
Minute.
didn't really care. He kind of shot it down, if I remember correctly, before we even really got to the point of talking about funds anyways. What he was potentially interested in was entertaining and potentially career advancing his son.
Yes.
So we
Hold on a second. A Freemason being about making connections? No, they wouldn't. They're not into that.
Never.
Okay, I'll let you continue the story anyway, but I really think this is totally far-fetched.
There's some
now.
flaws here.
Yeah.
It's been a long time.
No.
But I think I'm doing,
To be clear, I think
okay.
you've got the story bang on. I was just teasing
yeah.
you.
So we flew.
Guys, listen
him
now.
and his
If
mom
you're outside
Yes.
right now,
to LTX.
looking for shit,
Yes.
Now
I want
man.
tumbleweed.
So the agreement was
either
that the
tumbleweed
price
or
was
man
contingent on
the
us
Nita
entertaining
bush.
and hosting the son
location
and kind of
डालो
showing
फिर
him around
मिलते
and
हैं
sort of making
No, you
that
just get randomly on the ground. If you're out, it's night time. I don't want to leave right now. I'm not going.
reluctantly agreed
Push.
to accompany the son because he wasn't allowed to come on his own. And
Hello, stack of cobbles. I think I lost all of it.
I would never want to speak ill of anyone, but
Oh, I meant better than you.
the conversation we had when she discovered that we didn't have Uber in Vancouver was one of the probably the dumbest conversations I've ever had in my life. You don't have Uber? Well, how are we supposed to get there? And I was just like, a taxi, a bus, walk? I don't know. You're a gross woman. Like I'm your life coach now.
So he attends LTX. We do an office tour.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. That's a sidebar thing. We do an office tour. I think he's kind of enjoying himself. Mom, no.
Oh God.
Not even slightly.
Get this from bed,
the trip
he's
is
just
pulled early. They yeet the
I
heck out
love him, bro. He's too good.
they want to go back home. Plan not
अरे
to.
माँ की चूत वही
The,
मारी.
I had half a heart and I was
the
running
dad
from
was
this
not
fucker
stoked
once.
about
Like,
this.
oh no, this
Where is
skeleton cut me, I'm
because he
fucking.
didn't really
And he
get
just papa,
entirely
and
what
he
he
pushes
wanted.
me
He
back.
wanted more time there and stuff.
Where
It was
Pissing
my-
off, yaar.
But
One of the
understood
best
it wasn't
experiences
our
I had in
fault.
my life.
Yes. Yep. Was
What a
quite
legendary
understanding with the whole
What the fuck? Where is he?
situation.
Yeah, he just pushes you
Still not
away.
stoked.
Papa, it's
Bro,
A
where
little,
is he?
little bit, but not that long. Like it was
Going
totally
outside to
fine.
find
I
this
think they were
bitch.
just having
Then Villa
conversations
Ma
on
ki
the back
chut.
end, and then eventually we settled on a price, which was kind of what we were
Poor
aiming
guy.
to pay. without having done any of that stuff. So, you know, it still wasn't cheap.
No.
It was,
And
what was it, 10 grand, I think?
It was 10 grand.
I think yeah, 10 grand. That's
I got a
actually
rat.
not
I need to
bad
kill it.
for a 10-letter.com.
Bro. Kill it.
True.
Like, with actual dictionary words. That's...
Yeah.
It's not bad. Now, in fairness, LTX 18, I guess this would have been.
I think it was 18.
It was pretty ghetto. Like, it was not, it was not...
Repeat the things you needed, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was not like, the most amazing. I could understand, you know, the mom being like, "There's nothing for me to do here." The mom also could have just like chilled and like
Mans
stopped or
and Tina
something
Bush.
because
Mandingo Bush,
a
bro.
young man, not like
That's a
a
born
small
son.
And like
child.
Vancouver's a pretty cool place.
Black
and,
guy
like,
is
we're just a bunch of tech nerds. What are we gonna do? And
How dare he, you know?
if he was genuinely enjoying himself, like I got that vibe. I don't know.
Wasn't there a whole thing where because they flew out early, they like wanted us to pay like the higher price of the return flight?
Oh, the
I
fog
remember
did
there
a
was some
tree
debate
grow into
around
the
that, And
base?
we were kind of sitting here going, well, it's
Did
not
it?
our fault you didn't take the flight we gave you. Just because you hated
bound to, right? You
LTX
guys
doesn't
made it
mean
in the
you have
sky.
to leave Vancouver. Like,
That I don't necessarily remember too much. I'm not saying it didn't happen. It's been a long time. So chat, I am like so confused. This was genuinely. What do you think? Like, my brain is telling me like 7 or 8 months.
oh, it was a long period of time. It was
Like
definitely
I had
months.
a Word doc. I had a
Bro,
Word doc that is
Ray,
still
our
somehow-
base is fucked.
That's I'm pretty sure like 5 or 6 pages long.
What the fuck? What did you do?
Not trying
I didn't
to,
do
like,
anything, I was
save
making
this
this.
story so I'll remember it later.
No.
Trying to collect all my notes
No.
and stuff.
Big
so I can
leather
track
is a
these
thing,
things
or?
properly and like have
It's
website
literally
links to
on
things and like
fire.
all this kind of stuff,
That's
so
the worst
I
thing
could
that
figure
could
all of this
happen.
out. This was actually like a really
So
major
that's a
project trying
Bro,
to
what?
acquire
How
this
much health
domain.
does this tooth have?
And not because it was necessarily expensive.
Whacking it
because
with
it was
swords
genuinely
only,
quite
big.
difficult to do.
Oi, come here.
See
Now
what?
that
See
we
what?
have it, it's
Yeah.
just the name of the platform.
Yeah, I
is
think
not-
put all the fire shit in the basement
Yeah.
from now on.
Is it a great
It's in the
name?
basement only,
Probably
bro.
not.
Probably not.
Is the name changing? No.
Definitely not. Yeah, it's not. All right, what else we got for topics today? Oh, Apple news. The walled garden begins to fall, or the wall around the garden
Oh,
begins
fuck,
to
I
fall.
know why it's
South
taking
Korea. Part
Sword
one.
is broken.
South Korea passes a law forcing Apple and Google to allow third-party payment processors in the App Store and Play Store. South
I
Korea's-
wonder who could benefit from this.
I know, right?
In South Korea. I wonder who.
Yeah. LG. Oh no, just kidding. They closed down their phone division. Samsung.
There you go. Yeah.
South Korea's National Assembly has voted to pass an amendment to the country's Telecommunications Business Act forbidding platform holders from forcing developers to use
400
the
crore
built-in
के
payment
कनॉट
system.
पैलेस में रहने
Such
वाली
policies would have prevented Apple and
करीना
Google
कपूर
from
खुश है
removing Fortnite
क्योंकि
from the
लक्स के
iOS
5
App
रुपए
Store
ऑफ
and Google Play Store. President Moon Jae-in
Have you
is broadly
seen that
expected to
meme?
sign the
I
amendment to the
lost
law
my
soon.
shit
Tim
when I
Sweeney
saw it
was
for the first
obviously
time.
happy about this, but then went and made it kind of weird. As President Kennedy said at the Berlin Wall in
What the fuck,
1963,
bro?
Wait, I just
today all
realized I'm
developers
starving. Is
around
there
the
any
world
food?
can be proud to say,
Yeah, come. I told you to
Korean.
pick it up. Come up. I mean, come down below.
Yes.
Yeah, he made it weird.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, to be clear, like, I understand the sentiment. Like, you should be, you know, proud
Guys,
to
is this what Gone needs? Here.
something the lawmakers in your country
No.
and
His salary.
kind of antitrust issue. I don't know that this kind of an achievement makes me proud to be
Have
like
canola.
from the country that
Oil?
you know did it or whatever.
No,
Like I could see
like
Americans being
canola.
all like rah 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 man on the moon or whatever, but I don't know that this is like an astronaut on the moon kind of situation. Anyway.
Do we need to kill
in
anyone
part
for
two
anything?
of
Or does it
this
just destroy it?
discussion, Apple lets reader
I
apps
should just keep it.
include a link to pay outside the App Store in a move to shake off a Japanese investigation. So
This we talked about last week.
yeah, so Reader app is Apple's name for apps that simply give the user access to a library of content they have already purchased.
Red.
This includes Netflix, Spotify, and Kindle.
Black and
Currently,
orange.
these apps avoid Apple's 30% cut.
Well played.
Simply telling users that they can't make an account in the iOS app, but once they're a member, they can start using it. When this new policy is rolled out, reader apps, but not games, because that would be too obvious, can link directly to their website instead of just vaguely
Hold on, one sec.
alluding to it.
One sec. It says currently these apps avoid Apple's 30% cut by simply telling users they can't make an account in the iOS app. No, you can't tell users.
Oh, actually, you're right.
Obviously, it's changing, but it's one of the biggest problems we had with it was that as long as we could just tell people like, oh yeah, you have to go to the website to make an account, or you have to go to the website to pay, or something else like, then that's fine. But you were not allowed to communicate these things. It was really frustrating. They blocked our app, and like some people tweeted me and be like, no, this is fine. They're fine with this. They have blocked the floor plan app from going to the store.
Wait, let
for
me
us
just
doing
try
things
this.
like that in the past.
I'll increase the temperature and see how long.
I'm very happy things are changing.
I don't need to
but,
check.
these are problems.
My says are 26.
Japan's Fair Trade Commission says it will close its investigation of Apple, which has been ongoing since 2016, once Apple rolls out the policy. So here's what I want to know. Because realistically, Apple's just going to play whack-a-mole with this country by country until a major player moves. So is the US, Apple's home turf, going to just step in and say, hey, you guys need to stop doing this? Do you see it happening?
I don't really. If it happens in the US, I see it happening.
I can see my base from like 100.
Not for like in this case, it's
Why is
their,
minus 16 then?
I could be saying this wrong. President? Is
it hits your
president?
FPS, but I've done
Prime
it
Minister? Not sure. Leader.
Because of
it's their country
head of
leader.
state.
No
There.
coordinates.
Yeah.
Generic term.
Yeah, but values over 16 are only effective in
I
local
don't
worlds,
see it
so
happening
it doesn't make a difference.
through that avenue in the States.
No,
I
it's
see it
not-
happening through things like
I have
the
noticed a
Epic.
FPS difference. Even I used to get that.
There's an FPS difference, but
I see it
it
happening
literally
from
doesn't
other
change your
companies
render distance.
and eventually
Like,
becoming
it's-
standard.
Would you say
servers aren't
No, no.
capable
presidents rather than
Servers are capable, no?
Oh, yeah.
I can
Most
see.
people
If
like
I was
that,
at
But yes,
16 chunks, I wouldn't have
think
been able to
I
see
think
this. I'm
if
pretty
it
sure.
happens in the States, it would happen through presidents.
16.
Also, you didn't find much of a difference.
I don't know.
F3.
I think I actually. lean
Yeah, I
the other
can't see
way.
the
I
thing
think
anymore.
This is going to happen in the U.S. and
don't know, man.
I think
Define
that
the
the U.S.
then.
has
The like the
started
tower
to
that I
finally
made, I can't see
signal
that
with,
anymore from here.
An FTC that is
F3A.
you know
Doing it again. Wait.
actually making
No, I-
public
hurry,
what
bro.
they're
I can't
talking
do it
about.
anymore.
I think the U.S. has started to signal that
32?
the free ride is over for big tech. They're certainly not
Okay.
moving as aggressively as
I can't
China
see it now also.
Yeah.
against big tech.
Before I could.
That's a whole.
I was 4 though.
Boy, you know, you ever watch those time lapses of like hospitals being just like
I guess if you've loaded it
conjured
and then you've
in
come back.
China during
That-
the
that's how
early
it is.
stages of the coronavirus pandemic.
I
Like,
unloaded it by
infrastructure projects
changing
there
my
are
thing.
crazy.
Yes.
I don't know.
Things happen real
they
fast in
rested.
China.
They have shown like, oh yeah,
that
it's been a long time since we destroyed Microsoft. We have teeth still. We've got some teeth,
point is,
but I haven't really seen a
could
lot of
see.
action.
Now I can't see.
personally. Going after Blizzard like doesn't count in my opinion. That's some really low hanging fruit.
That's fair.
I don't know. I'm not saying they shouldn't have gone after Blizzard. I'm just saying that isn't a sign of like.
Hey, why do you break this end?
A form of governance that's
Oh, this
gonna
got fire in the
really
fuck.
crack down on their
Guys, you're okay now.
anti-monopoly blah 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 type of law stuff. That's just going after a company
Well
that has
put.
some like
We'll get some
blah blah
food,
blah
bro.
blah blah
Okay.
stuff. That's pretty good.
In other Apple news, Apple's CSAM, whatever you want to call it, detection system has been delayed. So last month, Apple announced 2 controversial features that would scan iPhones locally for child sexual abuse material, or CSAM, before uploading to their iCloud Photos service. It would also alert parents when their children receive or send sexually explicit photos, and it would blur those images. With over 660 million paying subscribers and many more with free iCloud, this would affect many users because Jonathan Horst, our very own Apple correspondent, learned in his iCloud video, iCloud Photos is turned on by default when you set up any Apple mobile device. Today they announced that they are delaying the rollout of these features. So in a statement to The Verge, Apple said, based on feedback from customers, advocacy groups, researchers, and others, we've decided to take additional time over the coming months to collect input and make improvements before releasing these critically important child safety features. So,
Well, I
it's
hope
going
it wouldn't
away,
affect many
it's
users.
changing.
This is worded in an interesting way because it's saying the whole CSAM thing, right?
Yeah.
in its current, and I know the last time we talked about this, we talked a lot about like the creep, like what continues to happen here, who's gonna basically inevitably be able to steal this tool and go through everyone's photos and stuff like that. So like, I'm not talking about that right now. I'm purely talking about
that I had
its
today.
intention and nothing else.
And I didn't.
Not the ramifications and that kind of stuff.
What do you call it?
It's
I
saying
didn't swallow
660
it
million
like with water. I
paying
just ate it.
subscribers, and more with free iCloud.
What's wrong with
This
you?
would
I don't
affect
know,
many
but
users.
like,
Again,
now
hopefully
everything
not,
I
because
work
it's just
tastes
detecting
like it.
sensitive photos. So hopefully,
Oh god.
it really doesn't affect very many users. But
I mean,
I guess
it's
we'll see.
obviously a bigger thing than it should be, and then you would like to think that it is. What I want to know is if basically the only thing that's going to change is the way they're communicating it. Because what it sounded like before was that your photos would kind of be like browsable to an Apple employee. But looking back at it now, it kind of sounds like that is not the case. So a lot of the confusion around this seems to boil down to where the scanning is taking place. So we know now it's happening locally.
How you so fat? Be a bank is not.
Um,
Living in the house, JJ Dumba.
Man, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna call it here. I think Apple is going to change nothing, and they're going to announce, "Yep, never mind. We are implementing this," and most of the outrage will have died down, and it'll be yesterday's news, and no one will talk about it. I'm calling it. Speaking of yesterday's news, it was actually 2 days ago. A day off Twitch was a thing this week. Want to run us through it?
The hashtag A Day Off Twitch campaign, organized by streamers Raven, Lucia Everblack, and Shiny Pen, took place on September 1st in solidarity against the hate raids that are spreading across the Twitch platform. I just want to say, it's been a while since this was launched, but I'm pretty sure we talked about this on WAN Show, and I'm pretty sure we said exactly this was going to happen when they first set up the tagging system. But let's keep going through this. Harassment on streaming services is sadly nothing new. Creators are now finding themselves targeted with a new kind of attack called a hate raid, in which they are flooded with new viewers and followers, but ones that are simply there to spam their streams with hate. The hate raids are possibly... The hate raids, it says possibly, they're definitely a result of this. The hate raids are possibly a result of the platform expanding its tag list to include 350 tags classified by gender, sexual orientation, race, nationality, ability, mental health, and more.
Please tell me we have an exact
It's made it far easier for racists
to also put my sack on Kaius's face.
I'm pretty sure we talked about this on WAN Show, and I'm pretty sure we said, wow, this is going to make it way easier for people to find the people that they want to
Here's the problem, is, you know, as a platform, you're called
bro,
upon
this man, we need to fucking reach beds or some shit. This is annoying now.
Minorities and
or torches at least.
Amplify their voices.
I'm definitely not saying that you should, to be very clear.
And that's a good thing. But as Luke and I'm very sure discussed back when these changes were announced,
without torches.
How it was done, implemented.
I think what's the word? Cringe.
The fuck
are you doing? Is there a newer word?
Making the staircase
probably yikes would
horizontal
be a little bit of a fresher.
Yikes. Yeah, I don't know.
Fresher
This
lingo.
was just the writing was on the wall.
Boys have a base here, bro.
Someone should have known.
Can't wait to
that
move
this
in
was going to
here.
happen the second someone suggested this idea. And
do you mind if I move in with you
that
guys?
doesn't necessarily mean that they couldn't have done it, but they should have known it was coming and been very, very ready.
And how much is the rent?
42 rupees per cycle.
Like that, though. The thing about live chat is we've been through this ourselves 100 times. Is live chat is basically impossible to moderate on a platform at the same scale that Twitch is. Like when you have, even, let's say it's not 1,000 people, and some of these hate raids were enormous. If you have even 100 people dropping into a stream, the chat gets moving super fast. There's so many of them. Like, you think about how fast this could be moving.
Competition. I'm not competing with you guys.
Typing every 15 seconds or 30 seconds, whatever the default chat settings are. You know, that's
Like
good. That's
deadass,
a really
huh?
awful
Swear to God.
experience, not just for the streamer, but even for the other people in the chat that don't want to see that and don't want to hear that. And the thing is,
Bro, really rough for moderators.
How tall the star is, you can see it from the
a lot of these
planet
channels,
only,
and I'm saying this
Come
because the vast majority of channels on Twitch are very small. So I'm not targeting this community and saying that their channels are small. To be very clear. But just if you're a channel on Twitch, the likeliness is you're a small channel on Twitch. I'm a small channel. The vast majority, and even then, it's going to be moderators and streamers that haven't dealt with that much activity before. So they're going to be overwhelmed, and it's going to be very difficult for them to act. It's extremely difficult to moderate a live chat, especially with a group of people that is probably used to just kind of hanging out with their friends, having a good time, not dealing with this type of onslaught.
And there's other problems.
You got what you needed.
So if you're offline, it can flag your account, and Twitch can end up auto-banning small users. This was pointed out by Hikage over in the Floatplane chat. And there's some people are saying, oh well, the obvious way to fight this is follower mode only, or even subscriber only chat. But the thing is, again, if you're a small
Yeah, I got
channel,
what I
which
needed.
is
Thank you.
who these people are targeting, right?
You
can't afford to turn off your chat, right? Because you're effectively.
Only chat. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, you're effectively turning it into just a conversation between a handful of people. Like that's really difficult to engage with, because a lot of what's so great about Twitch highlights is the interaction between these huge streamers and their enormous fan bases. They do something and chat explodes, right? You will never have that unless you are an enormous personality on the platform. If you limit who can talk in your chat, so basically they're forcing you to either
give me
just deal
regeneration.
with the abuse,
Mad,
or
no?
remain obscure forever because you have no chat to interact with, and you can't you can't really get into a rhythm.
Cursed me with a blessing, bro.
Yeah, it's really rough, and a lot of the verbiage that we've used is
turning your
people.
losses into
We've been
learning?
saying it like a lot of people are coming to raid your stream. In some, I would wager a lot of these situations, most of the people aren't people, they're bots.
I mean, same could be said of just viewers on Twitch. Got him.
Got him. And like if you switch your channel to follower only chat, yeah, 10,000 bots can click follow real easy. It's not gonna matter. It's rough. There's a point here that says current hate raiders use one email address to register unlimited accounts. Wouldn't it be simple to limit this and make botting that much harder? I'm gonna insert some text here by making it so that you have to have unique
Please
email
try
addresses.
and don't
Yeah,
step on
but
any
you
of
can
the,
also
like,
like
tilled land that
bucket
you see.
create
Please.
a
I'm
very large
literally
amount of
surviving
email
off of
addresses
those.
all in one big swoop. So
I
that
have
is
food, I have
only
food, come
going
on.
to stop.
You got no, I know, but I have a lot of
Very,
food, but I'm just saying I'm
not
hungry.
high end.
Oh,
Yes.
guys,
Yeah.
you got
So there will
saplings first,
still
huh?
be hate raids with that
For
system.
what?
Absolutely.
From the tree, from the
The whole
dark
thing's
tree.
just
No, I
they
did
should
not.
have found a
Because
different solution.
there
that
were a
wasn't
stack of like 3-4 blocks alag se. I just looked
Pretty
those.
Yep. To be honest though,
I didn't
it's
touch the
tough
main one.
because I don't actually have a better solution off the top of my head. Truthfully.
Well, if you want to like
Bladder than
making
nothing.
it easier to
Let's see what do you need to do. Oh, buckets.
the path of
There's
making
a
it
fluid
easier so
bladder.
that if you want users to be able to come to Twitch and go, I want to find a creator of this type, and then find them, yeah, that's going to be pretty difficult.
Brown dye powder, ringside,
But you
brown
can
dye
still
powder.
promote those users with more exposure to the
How
front
do
page.
I get this
I have a
dye
better
powder
solution
shit, yaar?
Ah, that's what I wanted.
So
I
yes,
have.
you can
Okay,
do
Black
what
Lotus
you
चाहिए
were
उससे.
doing, but
अरे
one
Yeah.
of the
fuck!
ways that YouTube
I chucked the Black Lotus.
currently
अरे
Black
is
Lotus
doing
and
from the
some sunny
platform is
something.
they
I
have
I
forgot.
have a
controls
Black
about what
Lotus.
you're clicking
Orange dye powder.
So
Orange dye powder
when
can
I
be
have
used
orange.
then.
watch
That's
I have
need
orange.
red
I
dye
video,
and yellow
it'll
dye.
give you like a survey that you can respond
I
to.
think
I need
there
an
was
ink
one
sack. I
left.
don't have an
What
ink
you liked
sack. If
about
you
it.
guys
there
have an
was-
ink sack, then
Engagement
pass.
is something funny. I found this right
I have the
online.
black flower here.
And
Take
so
I have
something
5
you
of
could
those,
do
6 of those.
is, and this would make it a lot
Yeah, but
easier
Kai
to
says
filter
you
out
have
bots
to
before they can actually do any damage, is
Oh,
over
yes. I
time,
just need an ink
as
sack.
a
I just need
user,
an
an
ink
actual
sack.
user
Maybe
interacts
those,
with content, you could ask them questions about the experience that would eventually guide you
your ink
to
sack in my
an
crack.
algorithmic
Put your ink sack in my crack.
predisposition for this user to expose them to these kind
Whatever
of
type
more
of creator they're looking for.
yeah, more niche creators or these particular groups, and it's a longer term fix, but I
need a
think it's
millstone for
also
this.
a
How do we
better
get a
one.
millstone?
You don't need a millstone, you need a grindstone.
It's a
Go
better
down,
one
there's a
for
grindstone.
both the creators and for the people who are looking for them to
I
just
should make one
sort of
either way.
naturally be recommended people that you might find a connection with.
It's a difficult thing, but
yeah, but it's
this
with well
tagging
within
system is a
Amazon's
minefield.
capabilities. Like,
Yeah.
to be clear, we're not suggesting a solution that we could build.
Fresh
we don't
produce
have the
and all you
engineering
need,
to build
or?
something like that. But let's
Nah, fam.
not kid ourselves. Amazon absolutely can. If Amazon can manage to, try to recommend you something to buy before you've ever even heard it, I'm sure they can figure out who you might like to watch. So, yeah, no, this is not some kind of impossible mountain to climb. It's just really, really terrible implementation. And the thing is, like,
I
it's
got a
not
California
like I take
poppy.
any pleasure from saying I told you so.
Puppy!
This sucks.
No, this does suck.
And
That gives you orange red, man.
it's just yet another reason for people who are already feeling disenfranchised to feel discriminated against.
Black Dahlia.
It's adding insult to injury. It's just
Yeah.
Or Lotus or Black Dahlia.
for me, one of the biggest modifiers.
How you so fat,
for
but
how
your bank is
bad
not?
I will feel about something is how unnecessary it is.
Guys, what do you think of the bar? How you so fat, but your bank is not?
When someone, when someone
Expensive
dies
fooding habits.
because they selflessly sacrifice themselves.
I
to
see
save
myself a
10,000 other
prey.
people. You know what I mean? That's really sad, but something good came out of
I
it, right?
fight
Like,
with
it
my
was-
little eye,
It feels
something
like
that is
there was
blue
something on
and
the
has
other
a big
side of
hole.
this equation that was like, oh, but this was
Blue
necessary.
it.
This is
And
how
it-
it
and
could
it's
be
also-
justified.
Sadness is also not
Bastard
essentially the
sacked
only
me.
way to respond. Like you
Or
can be
the
very
octopus,
proud of-
you're
can be
like
very-
calling for
yeah,
that
you
shit?
can be very
in that-
proud of that person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you
Fucker
can,
gave me
it's a very
blindness
honorable
because he
act, like you can
shat all over my
respect
face.
Things like yeah.
But then you look at
You need a
something
spear
like
for that, right? I
Arizona
have
Massacre,
spear. Where's
and
the
you
No, you don't
spear?
need a spear for that. You can just
It
kill
was
them.
just utterly unnecessary.
But I know that. Oh,
know,
you get
For
that
the
achievement
I
as
did
well.
that, I did that. I did that.
Obviously, it'd be hard to come up
Hey,
with
bro,
any
your boy
good
hasn't, no?
reason why a small child should
Take a
die.
spear and you're supposed to kill like regular
but I
fish.
can't think
I don't
of-
think
I
you-
certainly
like
can't
that.
think of
Will give me
a-
because I killed a
a
shark
worse
with the
one
spear once and it didn't give me.
For no reason
Those
whatsoever.
small fish. No, you're supposed to kill them.
So for me, that's the thing that makes this kind of hate so much more offensive, is how
I need a
utterly
proper
unnecessary it is. The way that
ocean.
People doing this are going
You
out
either
of
be the
their
shark
way.
of the ocean.
Like it's not.
Or the fish of the
you're
ocean.
walking. It's like you're walking on opposite sides of the street, right? And there's like it's a busy street.
You need
full of
still water
cars,
for fish
and
to
you're
spawn,
like,
na?
You're
Like idhar
dodging
bhi
in
hota
and
hai.
out of traffic,
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
can
yeah.
go and bother somebody. who's
Bro,
just
this
walking
none of these
down
is like still water stock.
Take a look at
But
the
hang out with
No,
your friends,
there's a
play some
still
video
water
games,
patch
or do
full
whatever else, and
behind.
you just ruin their day. Yeah.
But the
In
older
one of
base
the
ke.
direction. I don't know how to tell you.
Yeah, it sucks. Whole thing sucks.
I'm right beside you. Ruk,
Buddy,
ruk, ruk.
Come here, come here, come here.
Hey, we've got a big event coming up.
Go there.
This is
Full
not
there.
necessary, but it's a good
There's
thing.
a plains
so it's
biome.
good.
उसके
We are
Kitna
doing
dur
another
hai?
game show.
थोड़ा
This time, it is going to be PC or no PC. Loosely
just keep on going
inspired
straight,
by Deal or No
Yeah.
Deal. We are looking
Hey,
for
horse,
two
my
awesome couple
cute.
contestants on
so fat,
September
your back is
16th
not.
in the
living
Langley,
in the house
Surrey
shaped
area in
amba.
British Columbia. But instead of money,
Bro, there's a shit ton of horse here. Can you eat horse
we're
meat?
going to have tech
Like, I mean, can you cook horse meat?
Probably.
PC
It doesn't say you need to dry it on a rack or
to
something.
potentially
The
win.
fuck it, then I'm not killing
You
them.
have to be 18 or over, live in BC, Canada,
Does
and
it say that? I'm
must be
asking.
vaccinated to attend.
I have
We
no
will ask for
clue.
proof of vaccination.
Oh, found
if
it.
you're interested, you can sign up through the link below, or you
sack
can
or
find
ball
the link
sack.
on a tweet that we posted yesterday. I look forward very much
Living in a
to
house
seeing you
like
there,
that.
and it is going to be a lot of fun.
How you so fat but your back is not?
Yeah, I think other than that, that pretty much wraps it. I missed some of the early ones because YouTube still hasn't fixed that bug. See, look, this is
Yeah,
one more. Go. How stupid is that?
मेरे को भी काला कर दिया bro.
Anyway, the point
Benchot.
is, Red Wolf. I recently bought the last NVIDIA at my local micro center 3 hours away, only for it to be a lemon.
Leather, acquire
Since
leather.
Gigabyte
I
has
have
downsized
leather.
into those six,
No,
what should I do?
Ink sack कितने चाहिए अपने को? एक ही चाहिए क्या?
हाँ, one like Rihanna
Or you should
matrix
figure
के
out
लिए
why
नहीं
they
extra.
don't think it's broken.
I'll
That
just
is
get it
under
then.
warranty, so it shouldn't be a problem for you to get it fixed. If Gigabyte won't help you, Micro Center
Boy,
should.
is leather.
Especially if it was broken right away, like you say it was a lemon. Lei says the gaming limit in China is actually part of a larger effort of making educating your kids easier, along with things like banning tutoring schools. The end goal is encouraging people to have more kids. That is a fascinating way to go about achieving that goal. I wish
Hide the process felt.
But this is kind of what I was talking about on that subject,
to
though.
be
Is
dry.
like, there's so much we're ignorant to when it comes to China in general. So any of these policy things, like, yeah, it sounds whack to me, but like I don't necessarily know, and like I don't think there is a lot of, I don't know. I like more freedom and autonomy and blah, 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 blah. But like, I don't know what's behind it. I don't know what the reasons are for it. I don't know what the social situations are there that are like. I don't like. There's so many variables that are up in the air.
Yeah. Man, there's any number of reasons that they may be banning these tutoring schools. Nixon says my brother's in Canada and he's your biggest fan. Hey, sweet. CS says, hey, I'm a big fan. I'm trying to build my first PC, but I live in an apartment with carpet floor. How should I go about building the PC?
How do you get fucking salt, bro? I want salt.
What we learned in our collab with Electroboom is that it's actually really hard to damage your parts with
Shells,
USB.
shells,
So there's that.
shells,
Also, if you watch the first-person view build guide, it's this one right here.
How you so fat but your bank is not?
First person build a PC. This one right here, first person PC build guide, POV. I go through all the steps that you need to protect yourself.
Hey, Kanta
Ars Dragonfly says it's not games that negatively affect mental health. Chinese
guys are progressing in life, what? When you become big and all, you'll forget us.
Then what, bro? I'll make new friends, no? Better friends. Oh, which?
Zach Peralius says, I did my master's thesis on video game culture. There are numerous studies all pointing toward positives in video games and dwarf negatives. Yeah, that's fair enough. You might make the argument that some of the positives we've gained from video games might be unnecessary if we were just all outside interacting with each other more. So if
Also, in what amount?
I got salt.
Right?
You
Because they
need
can
salt?
still play for an hour a day.
Hey, I got
it's
salt.
actually like kind of a
You know what I did? Bada was I just picked it up from a chest.
Yeah.
I know. It's like this only, what do you call it?
Kang
Clay.
Yu says the problem is that
It's just on the
China,
edge.
giant game companies are promoting games solely on microtransactions that kids would spend their family savings on it. Yeah, that's fair enough.
There's already a limit on how much they can spend.
Yeah, that was already a thing back in 2019.
Yeah.
Ranry says, yo Linus, when you cutting the beard off? I miss my twink Linus. Well, if to transform into twink Linus is the only reason to do it, I don't know if that's a very compelling argument. Josh says, just here to say, Australia needs to rebel in the name of freedom. Rebel. Rebel against what? Do you have any idea what the context is for that?
Nope. When you first started talking about that, I was assuming he was going to be talking about internet connections because I very recently checked how much we pay to get people float plane in Australia, and it made me very sad. So I thought he was talking about that.
Oh, got it. All right. Genius. Okay. Man, what is with these super chats here?
Okay. What?
Okay, yeah. Kang Yu says it's called Pull Card Scheme Game, similar to Loot boxes. Okay, so this is elaborating on that. David Billa says, got a really sick email from Nick Light about my Ultimate Store account. Just want to let you guys know you make great stuff and have great service. Thanks. Can't wait for the screwdriver. Heck yeah!
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I should have just filled it, yeah, man. Sure.
Well, yeah. Kinestic says it's an important and well-meaning thing, but the part that always annoys me about a day off Twitch and other social media blackouts is it gets to the day and people are mad because Aussies are streaming because time zones. Yeah, that's a pretty good point.
Chalo, I'm gonna.
And I guess that's pretty much it for the WAN show today. Raphael says I bought a sad Linus desk.
I don't know. I feel like
hey,
it's
as long as it
Raphael.
doesn't destroy your
There you
desk
go.
like it did with Quinn.
Chalo.
Fuck, bro.
Did you see Snazzy?
Oh,
See ya.
Okay.